And we're live. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 5 of the Chill Tech Podcast. Brought to you to Park by nothing, because we don't have any sponsors. Sponsor us.
That was a great intro, man.
Oh yeah, man. So, yo, this is like a full house today. This is most of our staff. What's going on? What's happening, everybody? Oh, we have some. You guys hear that? That is not one of our manliest guys like Philip. That was not Philip at all. That was actually Joe.
That was Matt. Yeah.
It was Matt. What? Matt?
I'm not Philip.
Yo, I'm about to like so jack up this podcast right now because I'm so excited. Yo, so in case you guys don't know, this is not the first podcast since like the first episode. Oh my gosh, what was that? Feedback. That was weird.
Are you okay, buddy?
Yeah, that was good. Did y'all hear that?
Nah, man. Just
okay.
you.
Okay, I have to edit that out. Okay. So, anyway, where was I at? I messed myself up so bad.
You were exulting in the fact that we have a full round table.
Yes, man, we are. I'm super excited. It was so weird. I think I had the YouTube video that of us watching at the same time. That was just it was super creepy. It's kind of scared me a little bit. I think I'm having a heart attack. Yeah.
We need to do a mirror room episode one time where it's just like image upon image.
Oh, the infinity mirror,
Yeah.
just two mirrors facing, and we're just in between them. Yeah, that'd be good.
So
that'd be really good.
I'm gonna let my ADHD stop taking the best of me, and I'm gonna get back on topic. So, the introduction. Yo, so today you have me, Joan LeBlanc, your host. I am also the editor-in-chief of ChillTech, and with me we have the other host. We have Grant the Fox. What's going on, Grant? He's also the producer of ChillTech, and we have the experts with us. So all of our ChillTech experts, starting over there with the guy Matt, also known as all over the internet as Classic Newt.
Ha! You're never gonna get it right, dude.
I'm never gonna get it right. Is it Classic Newt?
Thankfully, it's written on the screen.
Yes, it is. Classic Snotty. I'm so glad it is. I'm just gonna call you Snoot. Okay?
What, reading? Yeah. Snoot.
Yeah, I can't read. If you guys knew anything about us, like earlier today, I was like putting out a book, and I was trying to read the title, and it was like super wrong. I can't read.
I'm not trying to kill your story here, but you are introducing.
Oh yeah. And also we have with us the lovely Jamie. Welcome, Jamie.
Hello, thanks for having me.
No problem, and we appreciate you having the time to be with us. This is Jamie, everyone. She is going to be one of our social news experts, and we appreciate all that Jamie brings.
We haven't brought much yet.
Oh yeah, you will though. You will. You're gonna bring it hard.
You're bringing in most of the pixelation and feedback.
And with us, last but not least, we have the newest guy of ChillTech. Matter of fact, if you watch any of our videos, he's actually the most recent video for World of Warcraft 2015 review. We have with us Adam Gorvea. What's up, Adam?
Oh. And you butchered my last name again.
I did. I'm so sorry, everyone. Why am I so bad with last names?
Javon, you moved off the island.
Yeah, that's why we made you the host, man.
All right.
Javon, I noticed you just skipped over mine completely, just to be safe.
I didn't want to mess it up. Okay, so I'm going to try it. No one laugh at me, okay? Jamie Nerp.
I thought it was Jane Dingo.
Jane Dingo?
Jane Dingo, man.
Jane Dingo.
Like
That's my handle.
When she made that handle, she didn't even know what it meant.
Yo.
It's true. I just liked how it flowed.
I had I'm about to sneeze. I'm about to sneeze. Okay, I'm not gonna sneeze. I'm sorry. Alright, that was really horrible. Yo, anyone who's watching this episode is probably like, what the hell's going on right now? Alright, so.
Well, hey, I'm gonna jump in here. I'm gonna jump in, and I'm gonna say that we're gonna talk real quick about everybody's favorite TV show before 1999. So if it's Rugrats for you children, don't even say it. But for me, and just disclaimer, I didn't have a TV in my house with my family until 2005. So the only TV I got to see was at daycare, and that shit was Power Rangers. When that came on, I got to see like 2 episodes, and it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. And then I remember when they introduced the Green Ranger.
You won the internet. You won the internet just now.
The third time.
You won the internet.
Dude, Green Ranger. Oh my God, man.
The Dragon Zord, yes.
Still cool. And then he went White Ranger, and the show jumped the shark, in my opinion.
In your opinion.
Okay, so
yeah, then the next 20 years of Power Rangers, you can keep it.
So, when I read the outline of the talks, it just said best TV before 1999.
And we've lost it.
This is what happens when you use an iPad.
Cathode and phosphorus TVs versus LCD and LED TVs. Because it didn't say the word show, so
God.
I was really prepared to talk about phosphorus TVs and green, red, and blue phosphorus.
All right,
and,
for everybody watching, besides Jamie, who can't hear that we can't hear, I think she's talking about cathode ray tubes.
Cathode ray tubes?
Okay, Jamie, you cut out halfway through, so all we heard was phosphorus and then red and green.
Oh, dang. My internet connection. Yeah, okay. No, definitely talking about the
CRT TVs.
The old. That's what I thought we were going to talk about. But I'm so glad we're talking about Power Rangers instead. To be honest.
Was Power Ranger your favorite show in before 1999?
No, I wasn't allowed. Much like Matthew didn't have a TV. We had a TV. We just weren't allowed to watch it until about 2005. So.
At least my parents were kind enough to keep it out of the house.
Yeah, no, we could watch like pre-approved VHSs, which is like a its own small circuit television station.
What was your favorite VHS?
Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Brave little toaster, hands down. Oh yeah, I still have that VHS.
That's a really good one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna check that out right now because I actually want to watch it. But I'm not gonna watch it if you know stop. I have really bad ADHD. Okay. So, Grant, what's your favorite TV show from 1999 or lower? Actually, were you even born after that? How old are you now?
I'm talking about, man. I'll be 20 in October.
Wow.
You trying to disrespect me like that?
I was just kidding, dude. No, but what was your favorite show before 1999?
Square up, Javon. Square up. I'll see you with the hands, man.
No, we're gonna take him airsoft, Grant. We'll get it all out in the open.
First of all, you're not getting a black guy out with guns anywhere. First of all, get out the house right now. That idea out your head. I'm
taking pictures. Next time I go to TAA, I'm taking pictures. Seriously, half everyone that plays is black, and the other half is Asian. There's like 6 white dudes.
Well,
that's true.
They don't really count. They don't count. Anyway, so, Grant, did you watch TV? We all watch TV?
What are you going to do, man? Live under a rock?
Well, I don't know. Jamie did, so I don't know.
I didn't live under a rock. I lived under a giant metal cross.
Okay.
Grant, what's your favorite TV show before 1999?
I don't even know how to react after the cross thing. Come back to me. I'll have an answer.
Adam.
How do you think about this?
That's easy. Magic School Bus.
Oh my God!
Nice.
Oh my God! How did I?
Yeah, he beat the internet. I beat you the internet.
Take it. Take my internet. I didn't like it anyway.
I'm taking Jamie's because her signal sucks.
Take Jamie's internet. Well, Grant, do you have yours yet, or can I go?
Go ahead and go. I don't even know how to answer. I'm just traumatized.
For me, I know, right? I'm gonna have to piggyback off of Matt. Power Rangers. Power Rangers was the best, man. I love Power Rangers. And Matt, though, I appreciated Power Rangers much longer than he did. I went from I liked Power Rangers, the original, with the Green Ranger and all that. Then I after their whole little season 5 fiasco with like the Alien Rangers and all that nonsense, and the Ninja Rangers, then the Zeo, then Turbo, and then Space. I hated in the Galaxy. And what else is there? Wild Force and
Wasn't there like an
Time Force
one or like Fire Scouts or some shit? I don't remember.
I don't know. There's just so many different ones. I think there was like, what was it? There was like I don't even know. There's a whole bunch. Okay, no, take it back. All right. Anyway,
get this. The Red Ranger works at a hospital down the road from me. He works in the ER as a nurse.
You mean Jason, right?
Yeah, the original Red Ranger.
Yeah, dude.
I so badly want to pay a couple actors to dress up as putties, and then put them on gurneys and like have 6 come into the ER all at once.
He would.
We have a mass
He would get
casualty
beat
event.
the hell down. He would get beat up so bad.
Some
I
of
watched
these weird
I
colored
watched
guys
the-
beat up these guys, like, and then just all like on top of the gurneys.
Dude, I watched a what was it? A little interview on YouTube of like some beef that Tommy and Jason had, or whatever his real name is. And like the Ranger got fat, dude. The Ranger is fat. he's not beating up any putties, and he might have a putty, but I don't know if he's gonna beat him up. Oh, this is the longest icebreaker ever. Oh my gosh. So
let's roll on then. Let's roll on.
Okay, so today's podcast is titled Nostalgia. And why is it titled Nostalgia? Because we're taking it back to the past. We're going to talk about all of our favorite things that we haven't talked about in many, many years. Like our favorite phone from a long time ago. We're going to talk about favorite tablets and things, favorite games from back in the day, as well as we're going to talk about some new stuff a little bit, talk about some upcoming movies and upcoming films and shows that are coming out. So we're going to start off with our favorite topic, as always. It's going to be our tech news. And before we go into that, I want to add real quickly that we're also going to continue the mini-series from last podcast. So if you don't know what our mini-series is, it's okay. I'll do a quick rundown before we start it later on in the episode. But it's when we do a special live topic that stretches out a couple of podcasts over. Reason why we don't do it all in one podcast is because we're very maniacal, and we're trying to make sure that you guys come back every single week and watch us over again. All right, so starting off with the tech talk. Yeah. All right.
Someone's getting their soundboard privileges revoked pretty soon.
You know, they said that last time, and you know what? I don't care.
Actually, to be honest, that timing was perfect. That
you.
gong, I
Thank
should have
you.
kept my mouth shut, as usual.
Thank you. That's all right. No, you're good. So, favorite phone before 2012 and why? Since Grant didn't answer the TV show question, you're starting this one, buddy.
All right. Well, actually, I came prepared for this one.
Ooh.
Right on my desk, I still have it. Droid 2 Global.
Oh,
Nice.
That's good. That's good. That's
Nice.
good.
This is actually one of my favorite ones. Not only because of the design and things like this, but because it actually had a physical keyboard, something that could slide out. You know, back then that was hip. When you had like the sidekick, I could whip out like that, and you had the keyboard right below it. Yeah.
Dude, just like the Palm Pre, too, the keyboard makes it. Like, I know it's an old-ass one, but, like, the keyboard is why that thing kicks out.
Word?
Didn't
Word.
the original LG Android.
Did you say the Palm Pre?
Hell yeah.
Ugh.
Dude, you don't have to like it normally, but when you tear that thing down, it was crazy what you could do with that device.
Oh yeah. First of all, I like it because of WebOS. I don't think you can't knock WebOS back in the day. It was way more. It was the coolest thing out there compared to what was actually available at that time. I mean, well, if you think about, no, I won't say before 2012 because iPhone came out, I think, before 2012. Came out
Yeah, it did.
2007.
It's 2008 or 9, if I recall.
Yeah. It's so fun. It's actually really funny. Before I go on to you, Adam, so you can pick yours, but it's actually really funny. Like, it's only 2015, and think about the level of tech that we've gotten from 2012 to 2015. Just 3 years. The type of tech we have right now. It's ridiculous. Like phone cameras and everything. It's ridiculous. So, Adam, I think I know your answer already, but I want to hear it from you first. What is your favorite phone before 2012 and why?
How do you think you already know my answer? Because you know what phone I had at that time?
I know your first smartphone you ever had, so that's why I know.
True, so you already know.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I'm biased in this respect. Before I switched from iOS to Android, I had the original 3G, and it was a very reliable phone. Never had any problems with it, no crashes. Granted, I had an OtterBox case since the day I bought it, but it reigned the charm until I replaced it. So I was very happy with it. Of course,
man.
Is depreciated now. I can't stand it anymore. Got my Note 4 and I'm happy.
Yes, he made the switch.
I have an iPhone 3G in my collection of devices too, because it really was I used it as like an iPod Touch for the longest time, like with the on airplane setting, because it was just such an awesome device. They really have gone downhill. It's unfortunate too, because they definitely know how to make hardware.
Well, I mean, they've had to really adjust because, I mean, big phones have come in a huge way. Samsung set the tone, and Apple catching up relatively.
Yeah. That is true. Samsung set the big phone tone, but not the software tone.
Uh,
But sorry, that's for a whole other podcast.
yes.
Jamie, what is your favorite phone before 2012 and why?
I got this one, Javon. It's 2 cans with a string.
Oh, wait, is Jamie frozen?
That's the same.
Oh
Hold on.
my
Hold on.
God.
The 2 cans of the string might even be better quality than what Jamie has right now.
Somebody have a messenger pigeon? I mean,
Jamie's on an iPad right now.
That explains a lot. That explains a lot.
Is she?
Is she trying to talk?
She's saying stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna read your lips. All right, go again, Amy.
Okay.
Hold on.
She's saying.
She's saying.
Read your lips.
No,
She's saying-
no,
I don't
I don't
know.
want to take my pants off.
So yeah, and I've seen her say that a bunch of times. So I think you're right on that one.
She's smiling. She's like,
Got a
okay.
winning
She's
smile,
smiling.
right?
Hey, Matt, go ahead and
She's
take
really
her.
happy.
Well, actually, I can answer for her because I gave her first smartphone, which is a Droid X2 with a Core Duo,
Oh,
and,
okay.
which is my number one answer because that thing came out, if not in 2011, then right in 2012, and I love that phone still.
Did you return it, bro?
Her to give it to her.
Oh,
no,
the
the
X2?
The X2 made by Motorola.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
My second answer would be this guy right here, which is the Casio G-Zone Commando,
Wow.
which you've never heard of because it never got popular because it's a piece of poop in terms of OS, but in terms of what it's capable of, like this thing does not. It's you can't break it. It's shockproof, waterproof, dustproof. It's actually pretty cool. So I'm trying to rip it down and put something usable on it, and then I'm just gonna put it in like my first aid kit. But it's a
Did you
really
say-
awesome piece of device. Yes.
Did you say Droid X2?
The Droid X2, yeah, which it looks just like yours without the. Oh my God!
Yeah,
Like, my
right?
heart jumps. I love that device, man. I
Right.
love that thing. It's like
Holy
$20 on eBay too. So
You know what's funny? Everyone had that phone. I felt like when I worked at Staples, couple years like 2012, everyone had that phone. Everyone had that phone, dude. Like the XT was like the phone to have because it was the first one. It was the biggest screen at that time, and it was only a 4.5-inch display, right?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Now you come to think about it, right? The
oh, dude,
biggest
I
phone
got
at the time.
mocked so hard for the screen size. People were like, "Why do you need a screen that big?" And it was
Right.
just like because it looks better. That's why. Like it performs better, you know. And you don't need a microscope to read it. Anybody got one of these?
Oh my gosh!
Is that the motor?
I hated
Uh,
those. Like,
this is
oh,
a
man. You remember the Juke
UT
phone?
Starcom.
Hold on. Do you remember the Juke?
Yes.
Yes, the Juke. Yes, that crap phone.
Piece of crap.
Can you guys?
I have seen
Can I
carrots.
jump in and can you guys hear me now?
Hey,
Hey,
Jamie, back. Yeah, we can hear you. All right, hey.
Okay, I wanted to say, as far as old devices go, actually, I never had one, but in 2003, 2004, I wanted a Sidekick so bad.
We were all there.
Yeah,
Man, I
felt
wanted
that.
one so bad.
I had
never
every
got one.
Sidekick. I had every
Really?
Sidekick. Yeah, I did. I
Oh
did.
my god, that's
Yeah.
incredible.
Only because
No, actually,
my
what?
friends were stealing. My friends were like taking phones and they're like selling them at school. I didn't know any better. I was buying phones from people from school. I didn't know that they were stealing them. I feel so bad. Gosh, if anyone out there, if your Sidekick was stolen between the years of 2004 and 2007, I'm so sorry. It wasn't me. I probably bought it, but I didn't steal it. So all right.
And we like lose like 10 viewers.
I know, right? Someone's like,
Can I just really quickly?
That was my Sidekick.
Yeah, just really quickly. Did you guys see that story? Of
Yeah,
that?
actually,
Hey, Jamie.
what? Is it my fault that
Adam's
it's
talking.
lagging? I can't tell. I can't see anyone, and everything looks really garbled. I don't know.
you sound like my girlfriend's cat. She's like blind. She can barely hear anybody. Like, meow.
You sound like my girlfriend's cat.
I love that cat. Have you ever seen when they shave her? Oh
Yes.
god, it's
Oh, my
incredible.
There's a special place in hell for people that shave cats. Adam, I believe you were trying
Well,
to
no,
say
she's
something.
too-
Ah!
I'm trying because it's all right. Before her internet gets better. There,
You've been here a long time, dude.
there's an iPhone. There's a guy in New York. It was on BuzzFeed not too long ago. This guy in New York, he lost his iPhone and it was stolen. And then they sent it to China and it was sold in China. Some guy bought it. And he started taking pictures of himself. He started showing up on the original owner's iStream, and he was like, "What the hell? You know, what are these pictures? You know, who they are?" And eventually, that led to those two people meeting up. You know, the guy from New York went to China, met up, and somehow now they're like, you know, the best friends ever. And they became huge in China. Like China loves this guy from New York now, and they call the guy who stole or who bought the stolen iPhone Bro Orange. It's a really cool story.
Yo, first of all, so. Everyone, please don't think we're condoning you to steal people's phones to make friends. Okay?
Oh,
you don't have to steal phones to make friends. You know what I'm saying? You can just okay. I guess you have to. Never mind. All right, take that back. I retract my statement. You have to steal phones to make friends because I can't make any friends without stealing phones. So.
Jamie has this incredible ability to have her internet freeze on the derpiest of faces.
I know, right? For everyone who has the pleasure of watching the podcast, like live or watching the podcast after the fact, like it's something you have to appreciate. Just watching like her freeze up like every 10 minutes is so hilarious. It is so funny.
It's so sad too because when she's got nothing to say, it's a perfect HD stream, and then the moment she wants to share something, it's gone.
Now, kids, this is a good lesson. Don't get Apple.
Right?
It's so true. And if you do get it, don't drop your iPad 2 in the Grand Canyon like 7 times, like because it does mess it up.
It does mess it up. So that brings me to my I guess best device or favorite device from 2012. But I couldn't pick one. So I did pick one eventually, but there's I have like a runner-up place. So I'm gonna start off with the iPhone 3GS.
Hell yeah.
So it was a very solid phone for the time, only because Android wasn't strong enough at the point when this phone came out to where I needed a device that could do what the iPhone phone could do. And then after that, it was the Google Nexus or Galaxy Nexus from Samsung.
Nexus.
This was a strong phone. This was a strong phone. I love this phone so much. Just because the screen was, big at 4.5 inches, and then it had like a really good camera. Well, it had better camera than most phones that did at that time. And it had a flash. Remember how important a flash was, like back in the day? Everyone was like, "Yo, did you put up a flash in it?" Like, now no one takes any pictures of flashes at all. But it had a flash, and then it had like removable battery back, but nothing else. You couldn't do anything with it. But this was a really cool phone. It was skinny also. This was actually a thin phone. Back in the day, I think this was like a
Nexus is always. I mean, Nexus is always so compared to everybody.
Yeah. But the phone that I wish I could find, that I have it somewhere in this house. It doesn't work at all. But my absolute 100% top number one favorite phone from 2012 and higher had to be the AT&T exclusive. I can't remember who made the phone. I think it was Windows Blackjack. Was it Samsung or HTC who made that phone? I can't remember. But it was called the Windows Blackjack 2. That phone had the Curie keyboard built in, kind of like a BlackBerry, but it ran Windows Phone 4 or something like that. It was so legit. I'm so sorry for everyone for all the background sound.
No, yeah, I know. I just told her to mute her mic when she's moving it around.
It's alright.
Man, I blame Texas. Texas ruins everything.
Yeah, see, there you go. Not everything's better than Texas.
Not everything.
Not everything. I know. It's okay, Jamie. We love you. It's okay. We love you. All right. So we went over phones. Now, this is actually really important. Going over 2012 and later or earlier. Is what was your favorite tablet? Now, this is hard for some people because, to be honest, there hasn't been many tablets before 2012. So if you had a tablet before 2012, not only were you spending an extreme premium on your device, but it really couldn't do anything at all compared to tablets nowadays. So
it's a paper with
if you didn't buy a tablet, at least tell me what your favorite tablet at that time was, if you were to get one. And let's go back in the same order, starting with Grant.
Oh, God. Let's see. Tablet. What tablets existed back then that I knew of?
So it's safe to say you didn't have one.
I didn't even know about any. I'm going to be that guy, man. I didn't know. Back then, I was not tech savvy. I did not pay attention to a lot of that stuff.
You should change your Twitter handle to that. You don't remember any tablets from that time at all?
Dude, just say Etch-a-Sketch. It's the most popular. It's still the world's most popular tablet.
No, I know what my favorite tablet was as a kid though. It was that what do you call it? The one that you draw on the mustache. The woolly.
Oh, Willy Wooly, dude, awesome pull.
All right, so the Willy Wooly tablet.
That thing still has better processing speed than the iPad does.
Oh my god, it's so faster. It even comes Retina enabled for how old it is too, like fine grained detail in there. Boosh.
Oh,
where was the drum hit for fine grain? Oh, all right.
Okay, hey.
I'm about to give a big shout out to Lauren for watching the podcast right now. She's a friend
Hey, Lauren.
Lauren, we love you.
We love you, Lauren. Lauren. And here's I need a sound for Lauren. What's a good sound for Lauren?
I was gonna say if we get a 10th viewer, I'll write their name on my forehead in Sharpie.
Okay, we're still doing that. If you're watching, please share this. We can have Matt write his name in Sharpie.
Actually, no. Like, if we're gonna do that, let's go 20 then. The 20th person.
I think 10 is fine.
How many do we have now? Is it Lauren? Is Lauren the only one?
We have 2 watching right now. We have 2.
2. All right. So yeah, number 10. If we get number 10, name in Sharpie on the forehead.
All right. Name in Sharpie on the forehead.
I hope I have a Sharpie.
Adam, what is your favorite tablet from 2012 and before?
So it's not just before 2012. Now we're including 2012.
Yeah,
that's actually a pretty big include right there because really was the year tablets started to matter.
It was one of the deciding years. I mean, that's what really set the tone, I think. But I was gonna go with originally, since someone said the Woolly whatever it was. I was gonna pick Etch-a-Sketch because those are pretty baller. I mean, to be fair, I got my hands on an iPad, one of the original iPads, and I mean, for me, just the sheer concept of it, that a lot. It was a piece of crap, for crying out loud, but it did a lot, and I was really excited. I mean, I wanted to see for the iPad 2, and sure enough, the iPad 2 to me was pretty good. I mean,
the iPad 2 was nice. I'm not gonna lie. For when tablets came out, iPad 2 was actually, I think, the best tablet at that time.
Yeah, Apple really cleaned up their mistakes with the iPad 2. So, I mean, but the original iPad was still a good concept.
But the original iPad was garbage. I think it was like one of the worst pieces of hardware Apple ever made. Like,
right.
In terms of hardware-wise, just hardware-wise.
Wait. Are you saying the iPad 1?
Yeah, the iPad. Yeah, the original iPad, hardware-wise, was.
Oh well, that was my answer, to be honest. Like, and here's why: I still have my iPad 1. I still use it. It's in terms of hardware, like, and I'm gonna say this, and I know that we're a PG-rated podcast here, but the iPad excelled at one activity in particular.
Oh yeah, of course. In the bathroom, internet streaming, right?
Oh no. See, that's even more PG than what I was gonna say. It's really good for using drugs, like with that screen. Baby, are you serious? Are you standing next to a highway?
No, I'm not standing next to a highway. I'm in the backyard. I'm just trying to find better internet. I'm sorry, guys. Do you want to just
sit next to your router? Go sit next to your router.
I'm more excited about you searching for internet like it's water than anything else.
That's like it's water. That's good.
She's got like an internet divining rod, like looking.
She needs to do one of these things.
I'm trying to.
Well, yeah, what is the wind speed? Because I hear that slows the Wi-Fi down as it travels through the air.
Love you.
You're just pulling legs now.
I am. It's like you're a spider. There's so many to pull.
So no one liked any Android devices, any Android tablets at that time at all?
I didn't even know there was any. So I was on a film in 2011. The production paid for 10 iPad 1s for all the department heads, and then they returned them at the end of production unless the department head wanted to buy it. So the script supervisor bought one, and then she got the iPad 2, which I think she still uses. She sold me her iPad 1 for like $50, and I've been using it ever since. It is an incredible little porn window to the internet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all the iPad's ever really been good at, to be perfect.
Yeah, I mean, let's keep it real. Yeah, that is the truth. That is the truth.
I love the hardware of the one though. It's so solid. It feels like a sci-fi device. I feel like
the hardware is bad. The hardware is really bad on the iPad. It's so thick and like just rounded. Like I don't know, man. It just didn't feel. It didn't feel good in the hand. I think that's probably what it was to me.
It's a brick.
Felt weird. Yeah, man. And even for plastic, it didn't feel like good plastic. It felt like Samsung plastic. So bad.
Samsung makes all the screens for all Apple products. You know this, right, Javon?
Well, I mean, like majority. LG made some of the screens for like the newest ones.
LG buys their screens from Samsung.
Oh,
Samsung-
they make in-house.
I gotta show you this article, but Samsung controls the LCD market. Like,
Well, yeah, I mean they do a lot, but I think
Do they also do the chips?
Oh,
Or just the
no,
glass?
sorry, you're right,
Chips.
Matt, you're right. It's Sharp. Sharp makes displays also for Apple
Absolutely.
products. I'm sorry, so it's Sharp. Yeah, it's
and
broken
Apple's
down.
fighting it too. Apple's trying to get a hold of that industry, but it's just Samsung. That's what they really got going for them is they do the best screens. So
Well, apparently they make the best chipset too, because Samsung has been supplying chips for Apple as well for like
Right.
also.
Right.
So, but let's go ahead and I'll answer for this one because I think mine is probably the most interesting. My favorite tablet of that time was the HP touchpad during the fire sale of 2012. And if any of you guys know about the fire sale of 2012, no one really?
Nope. Sorry.
Okay. Alright. Okay. So
That was an acceptable use of the
dude,
button.
that was the
I'll accept
Hindenburg.
Alright. Oh wow. So anyone else who's watching who's actually a serious tech will know what I'm talking about. So
Oh yeah.
HP
Now hide it like you're special. That's
Listen. HP made this like iPad, like legit iPad. I don't know what else to call it. It looked like an iPad, but it was just built a little bit better. It had like Beats audio, like stereo speakers in there. It had like a dual core A15 CPU. Like they had some, like no one ever talks about this device because of one problem. It ran WebOS. But it was like, but if you think about what the tablet was, right? This tablet originally cost $500. Somehow the tablet flopped, like after like 2 months, right? Like I think they sold like less than like a couple thousand units, right? And HP was like, all right, well this is dead, right? So they fire saled the rest of their tablets. Dude, the tablet went from $500 to like $100, all right? And everyone and their mama was coming into Staples and Best Buy and Target trying to find an HP touchpad. Like, I love Asian people. So if you are listening right now, I'm not being racist. I'm just
Here
trying
goes
to
our
give,
viewers. Like,
I'm trying to give an accurate description of what happened, okay? So I was there. I was working at this time, right? And it was like it was like prime time, like HP touchpad. Some guy comes in. He's like, bust through the door. Like, you know, there's the sliding doors. Well, apparently, if you like push hard enough, they open like this. All right. So it's a sliding door. Some guy's like he's trying to run. Obviously, he doesn't open the fast. He's like, boom, open up the sliding door. He's like, HP touchpad. I want the HP touchpad for rail. I was like, for what? For rails? What's happening? He's like, for the rail. Come on, for the rail, okay? I was just like, you want an HP touchpad? I'm looking at like my manager. He's like, sell him a warranty with it. I was like, got you. I was like, so what kind of things you can use with your tablet? He's like, what kind of things? I'm going to resell it, okay? He's like, I'm going to buy a tablet for you for $50, and I'm going to sell it for $200, okay? I was just like, crap, not selling it to you. I guess kill my store numbers. Yo, it was like the best time. Like, man, I wish the guys were smart guys here. Keon and Q, I miss you guys right now because I'm sure you guys know about the HP touchpad for NASCO.
I know about the Asians are reselling. I know that much.
All right? No lie, man. No lie.
got banned in China.
All right, I know, right? Truth in podcast banned forever.
So you know what? This wouldn't have been offensive, but for the voice.
I know.
Ironically, you did a stellar job. Like, I was there. I was standing in line behind this guy listening to you two talk.
All right, so let's do this one quickly. First of all, by show of hands, who had a main computing device before 2012?
Who had a what?
For what year?
A main
2012.
computing device.
A main computing device. Okay, sorry. So I'm
Yeah, look at that. Wait. I gotta pause. Look at Adam's note holster on the right side of his body.
Hold on, I gotta see this. Hold on.
It's seriously. I have guns that are smaller than.
This dude brought up. Look at the holster. There you go. Right. That is. Yeah, oh my. Is this dude serious right now? Is this dude serious? Dude, we should get them as a sponsor.
Look at that legacy laptop.
Dude,
that is awesome.
we have to get them as a sponsor. I don't care what anyone says. We have to get whoever that case manufacturer is.
Let me find out.
Yo, because that is like Dude,
Why should be like Glock or something?
I'll go get that gun that was under my bed.
Alright. Oh my goodness.
Can you read it?
What is it?
Selby.
Yeah, Selby.
Selby, if you're watching, we will so promote your product.
Buy more of these.
Yes. Yes, Selby.
There's a story as to why I have this.
You said what?
There's a story as to why I have this huge
Go
holster.
go ahead. We gotta hear it now. You have to hear this. I have to hear this.
I've had holsters for all my phones, including the iPhone, and I like their convenience because leather bound and magnet and stuff. But I couldn't find one big enough for the Note 4.
Uh-huh.
So I think this is for a tablet actually, but it works for my Note 4, so I'm happy. And
Dude, it looks legit, dude. It looks legit. It looks like
it's good. It was like $10. It's perfect.
you can beat the crap out of somebody with that. Like that is so legit, dude.
I had this giant case on my phone.
Oh man. So, wait, who's going first? It was me. All right. So my main, I had two computers at that time. I just started getting into computers. Like as hard as I am now. I had a Dell XPS all-in-one red special edition. And it ruined my credit for like the longest time at Best Buy. It was my first ever like my own purchase of my own. It cost like $2,000, and if I knew what it did today, I would never done that. But it was an all-in-one machine. I bought it specifically to play World of Warcraft, and it was such a cool product. I loved it. Look it up on Google. It is the XPS Red all-in-one desktop. It's like I think it's like 22 inch or 25 inches. It's really cool. And then my laptop, which was a year later than that, I ended up getting the Dell XPS 14Z, which cost me another $1,000. I had really bad credit, guys. I'm sorry. I had really bad credit during that time. It's all paid off now, like 3 years later. So, all right. Anyway, so Adam, you brought your device out, so you have to go first, man.
Oh, well, I had to. Cause I got this after we were finished with Fly Camp. Remember that?
Oh, those are the good old days.
This is an Asus ROG. I'm trying to find the model number. Here we go. G50V. I've had this for 2 years until it gave out on me, but this was my main device, and I brought this everywhere with me because it was a gaming laptop for the time and had an NVIDIA dedicated card, and it ran like a champ.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. I remember the first time you got that, dude. I remember I was watching you play some games, and I was like, why does that look better than my all-in-one for $2,000? And I realized, I bought an all-in-one that didn't have a dedicated graphics chip. Okay.
This was refurbished. I got it for like $650.
Oh, how does that burn, Javon? How does that
burn? It burns really hot. Right?
Hot fire.
Super hot fire, yeah.
Grant, I know what computer you had.
Yes, I had the Dust Collector 9000.
I was gonna say Commodore 64 just to try to be like old school, but I don't even know what that shit looks like. So.
Mine was the Fire Hazard 2000. It was, oh boy. Okay, so let's go down a very small path here, and I'll make it very quick because I know this is a very long story. Basically, this is not. We're going back to the time where I had no idea how computers work at all. Still don't.
Like 6 months ago.
Yeah, about a week ago. You know?
Sorry, you teed me up on that one. I'm sorry.
So basically, I needed a computer. My parents bought it for me. I was really fortunate. It was an Asus computer, $2,000, way overpriced, way underbeaked, I guess. Yeah. And the processor was same size. It was it wasn't Intel. It was AMD. And this thing only had one fan in this entire computer, and it was the size of this. Right here. This shit's tiny, bro. And so, this thing was right over the processor, and this thing had dust on it. If this thing caught off, if this thing caught out, the whole computer would have gone up in flames. This thing was ridiculous. And there was only one fan in there. The motherboard was ridiculously small. I've never seen a motherboard that small. I just got really ripped off, and I had no idea.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
Asus, leading the pack and ripping people off.
Mm-hmm. But now I've got a beautiful computer now, built it myself.
Yeah. You're a cool guy. Jamie, can you hear me?
I can. I didn't hear the year though. What we were using before what year?
Before 2012, your main computing device.
Okay. My main computing device from about
iPad.
Actually, well, to go back to the previous, I did buy an iPad Mini at the end of 2012, and that's what I'm using right now. And the screen is cracked and shattered into a million pieces, but luckily sweet OtterBox on it, so I can still use it just fine. But from about 2004 to 2012, I was using the one, I think it was the first iMac G5 before the Intel processor. That's what I used, and I mostly used it for video editing that I did in high school and then in college, as well as music producing, recording. So that was my main.
Wow.
And those were my main uses for the G5. Yeah, that's what I used. It was pretty sweet. I also, in high school, I also used, and still use occasionally, I don't know who makes it. It's probably a Toshiba, but it's about 3 or 4 inches thick. It's a laptop running Windows 3.1, and that's what I used in high school to write papers also.
Wow. Well, I'll say this. This was the first sentence you've ever said without you stuttering one time or internet lag. So, bravo to you. You get a round of applause just for that. So, and, so that's that. And then also, you were the most productive person, I think, of any out of all of us at that time. Like, you said nothing about gaming at all.
No. Okay, wait. I will say something about gaming when we start talking about gaming later.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like all of us here were like first computer, one reason, games.
You haven't got to me yet.
I know, but yours is gonna be like all philosophical and like long.
No, it's Age of Empires. It's Age of Empires.
It's the Age of Empires. So Matt, what was your first computer, dude?
Oh,
first computer? Sorry. My bad.
Before 2012.
No. Before 2012 and higher. Your main computing device. Your best computing device, I should say.
This was my first computer.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I really wish I could see it.
Is that a cabinet? What is that? Like, what is
it's
that?
a giant case with basically an iPhone 3 in it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's that's not my first one was a 486, but that one had Windows Millennium Edition,
Wow.
which meant that I had to degrade it to get Red Alert to work.
Was that a P2 system? Is that running off Pentium 2?
Yes, I believe so.
Wow.
It's old stuff, man.
I want it.
In 2010, 11, 12, I had 3 laptops. The HP Gateway something or other.
Ooh.
Horrible battery power, but a pretty cool rig.
Mm-hmm.
I was using pirated Windows, so like it was viruses like you would never believe. And then I had an Acer. It was the model 2 models before the Acer I have now, and then I had the Acer 9.5 inch right before they came out with the one with the Atom chip, where you could get Wi-Fi everywhere. So I got that one for hella cheap, and then my friend turned it into a Hackintosh, and then we put Windows 7 on it, and now I have it with both those Hackintosh, Windows 7, and Ubuntu 12.04. So. Yeah, I don't get devices. I try to make them last, but I need to.
You do. You should kill half of them. So I want to kill. See, that's my problem. See, I think what it is that you're just a wise person, and I'm just like a really bad spender. And so like I'm just like, ooh, new processor. Mine's only 2 days old. It seems ancient. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah. So let's move on. I'm so sorry. I'm keeping everyone going, but I want to talk about this forever, but I can't. It won't let me. Everyone here is keeping me on track today. So, Steam sales on games. Yo, who wants to do Steam sales today? Because I have a few that I want to, like...
I have to jump real quick. I'm just going to put my screen on no video, but I'll be right back. I just have to call my brother back real quick. But before you guys do Steam silliness, I'm going to drop the only FPS that ever mattered, and that's Half-Life. It's Half-Life.
Yes.
And I dare anyone to try to challenge Half-Life as a game.
I will challenge you when that time comes up. Definitely.
All right, I'll be right back. You think of a good defense, man, because I already have it.
I already have it.
All right, 2 seconds, bud.
All right. So I'm gonna go over here and start off with the Steam sales then. For this week, our Steam sales is Goat Simulator. Yo, you can buy Goat Simulator for 66% off for $3.39, as well as we have Goat Simulator. What the?
I saw that, and I have no idea what they're talking about. Because I honestly I don't play.
It reminds me of Gary's
games.
Gone, but goat version.
It is honestly. This is like the funniest game I think I've ever seen in my life. Goat Simulator.
Do you
It
get
is
to
like-
be a goat?
Oh my
Yes, you are a
God.
goat, and it's like Grand Theft Auto for goats.
Okay.
Straight up.
Oh, I
This is
see. Yeah,
big.
awesome.
There's this video. There's a compilation of a bunch of different videos of goats knocking over people, and what they did was put the Street Fighter like sounds and health bar at the top, and the goats are just knocking people over until finally they fall over. So KO, you lose.
Perfect. We also got
That's
Mortal
incredible.
Kombat Collection. You can get, I think, most of the arcade classic versions of Mortal Kombat games, 75% off for $2.50. Some notable games, if you like games that are cross-platform between your phone and your computer or your tablet, you have Plague Incorporated Evolved. You can get that on sale for $10.04. And if you want the mobile version for your device, Android, Google Play Store or Apple's iOS, Apple Store, whatever you want to call it, the thing that's super expensive. Both games are 99 cents in their respective stores. We also got Commandos. Have anyone played these Commandos games? I don't think I've ever played any of these games. They don't seem relevant. These games do not seem relevant.
I don't know any. Honestly, today, Javon, was the first day that I'd been on Steam before, and then the only game that I really can contribute to this gaming conversation that's actually tied into the Steam thing is this game called Descent.
Descent?
It's from 1994. I kind of forget who makes it, but they have it on Steam, and I highly recommend it. You just go through a space station tunnel and shoot robots. It was really fun.
Epic. That sounds epic.
Yeah.
How much is it? $4? $4?
Oh,
All right.
dang. I don't remember, but it's like 9 out of 10 stars. It's an awesome game from 1994. Yeah. Descent.
I think all
Sweet.
of us should try it at least once. I think all of us should try to talk about it in the next podcast. Descent. I like it. So you can get Descent for $4. You got Mortal Kombat X Premium Edition, 10% off on sale for $80.99. Well, you got Injustice God Among Us Ultimate Edition for $5 on sale, 75% off. And you have Mortal Kombat Complete Edition again, the arcade version. Just said that once already. Yeah, every game. Okay, this is a bad week for Steam sales, so sorry guys. If you're playing Steam games, you can hold off until next week and see if anything better comes out. And also, if you guys want The Witcher 3, I think they have it on discount right now for 10% off. I still say wait, hold off on that if you're gonna get Witcher 3 because they're gonna have a better sale coming out soon.
Did you see how long it's going to take to finish it? Like, they tried to do a speed run. It took 25 hours for a speed run.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Witcher?
For Witcher 3. I mean, these were devs, mind you, but they said it was 25 hours, so it looks like it's going to be okay.
Yeah. Graphically, it looks like this game's gonna be awesome.
It's going to probably
Actually,
wherever you run it on.
I don't want to spoil our next set of videos coming up, but I used to work on that secret project, Adam.
Right.
Because I'm actually really excited to start posting those.
Oh
those
my God,
videos
Lord.
I'm saying, so Shooter, is Matt back yet? Is Matt back for Shooters?
No, he's not back yet.
All right, so I'm gonna wait until Matt gets back for Shooters. Everyone else go. Favorite shooters before 2012 and why?
Lauren, I hate you. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry.
We're getting it's like, what? I'm like typing, like, Lauren, I hate you. Can't find it. It's on PC? Like, what is this?
No, it's an inside joke. I totally forgot. What was the question again, Javon?
The question was, best first-person shooter before 2012 and why?
Oh, that's a good question.
Besides Half-Life, because we already know that's going to be Matt's answer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna battle him on that one.
Can I give him some time, and then I'll go just to...
Ooh. Okay, hold on. No, I've got it.
Go ahead.
Star Wars Battlefield. Or Battlefront.
Oh.
Battlefront.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, was that first person? Oh, I guess you can go back and forth. Like,
It was first and third.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, I had that joint for the PS2. Oh my gosh, yo, that was tough. Like,
That game was
so
tight. That game
good.
was tight. That game was tight.
That was good.
That game was tight.
You
It
can
was.
get it on Steam right now. I think it's like $10 for Battlefront 2 or Battlefront 1.
Word?
I got it like a couple weeks ago. Played it like 20 minutes.
I want the new Battlefront though.
Yeah, that looks pretty sick.
That was pretty tight. I can't wait till that one comes out so we can review that. So Adam, what is your game?
I mean, I'm a little bit biased, and I mean, for one, I didn't play Half-Life, so I can't really say I can't hit that. But for me, I played just the complete everything out of Halo.
Oh, Dude, that's mine. I hate you. Yeah, it's mine.
But you don't understand, like, you don't understand how much I love Halo. Like,
Which Halo? But which Halo? You have to pick one.
Halo 1, the first one. I mean, I like it so much to the point where I have the soundtracks on my phone. I have it listed on my phone. I have like a couple of soundtracks in the first game, second game, and third game, just because I still remember hearing that music, and it's really awesome for me. It's just reminiscent.
I still have Halo CE downloaded on my USB drive. We play that in the school system every now and then when we're doing our work. You know, we still play Halo.
Good background music.
Jimmy, have you played any shooters during your time? And your brief gaming history?
And
like she was like for a second though, she was like,
No, all I know is Descend.
"Oh, she knows Descent." I think she's saying something else, but it keeps breaking out. I'm so
It's
sorry.
not working, is it?
we
It's
need to
okay.
get her a kick. We need to do a Kickstarter to get
Yes.
James connected.
Kickstarter, yeah. Let's do
Oh my god.
Have a Kickstarter. We're gonna get her a basic. We're gonna get her a Chromebook that can run this. Because a Chromebook can definitely run this better than
An
iPad
iPad.
can. Say that.
Well, I mean, is it the internet quality or is it the iPad?
I think it's the iPad.
Dude, there are so many problems
It's
with the
iPad,
chain
man.
of
It's iPad,
connectivity
man.
right now.
It's an iPad Mini, and it's been dropped so many times. Has to be.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's her. It could be her iPad. I bet her connection is not very good, and also Texas.
True, right? Everything's bad in Texas.
Hey, gentlemen, you're going to have to hold down the fort. I will see you next podcast, as usual.
Oh, all right, Grant. We'll catch you,
Yeah.
buddy. Hey, where can the guys find you at before you go?
Grant the Fox Everything, Vine, Twitter, Instagram. Hopefully not Facebook. No MySpace. I don't have MySpace. Too hip for that. Yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of the podcast, all right?
All right, guys.
I'll see you
Bye,
next
Grant.
one.
All right, see you, man. All right, so wait, did we get his already? Yeah, his was.
God, I hate that guy.
He sucks so bad.
I lost Grant and Jamie, and I feel like I missed out on the console versus computer discussion.
No. We haven't started on that yet, so you're still good for that.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
Because he said Halo CE, but then he said it on a USB drive, and that like rocked my world. I remember the Halo came out on computers,
Yeah.
but I bought an Xbox to play Halo. Like,
Okay.
yeah, Halo was a $300 game when I got it.
So I'm gonna battle you real quick here for the best FPS shooter before 2012.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
Because the best FPS shooter of 2012 was actually Halo 2.
Ooh, why?
And here's why I say Halo 2, right? 2 reasons. It was the most complete first-person shooter game, period, at the time. Why? Why do I say this? Right? Online multiplayer was revolutionized by Halo 2, right? Game concept in terms of, having like the stickies and the best controlling. It ran on the Xbox for one, so, let's be real. Xbox, the original Xbox controllers were like super dope. Then those big old clunky, I love them. Those are the best controllers ever. And then on top of that, the game looked good. It was so much more polished than Half-Life in every single way. And then on top of that, you can be the Arbiter. You can be the Arbiter. Like, come on now.
Did you get the anniversary, the new version?
Oh yeah. I had that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Javon, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you
Go ahead.
ready for
Blast
this?
me.
Are you?
Go ahead and blast me.
Do you have lube? Do you have lube though? Because I'm a gentle lover. Okay. First off, Halo CE over XB Connect or Xbox Connect before they got sued and they had to change it to XBC Open or whatever. That defined game like Xbox Live because Microsoft sued the company, took all their code. That's what Xbox Live became. So you used to be able to take your Xbox with CE in it, you hook it directly up to a internet bus, and then you trick it into thinking it took it up to another Xbox. Me and my friend used to run the European and Asian Halo CE like multiplayer, and I played Xbox Live for Halo 2. The graphics were better, like they were quicker, but the gameplay, like the fierceness of the gameplay and the fact that there was no moderation, and you could trick the Xboxes to connect. So you could do like 2 on 12s, which me and my friend would do all the time. Which you can't do that in Xbox Live. Like, and maybe they've changed that.
Yeah, no. During the original Xbox, I remember my I used to, like, my friends across the street. They used to live there. I don't think they live there anymore. We used to have like, what was it, like the first of the year? What's it called again? New Year's. New Year's. I don't get out much. No, but New Year's. We would like have like these Xbox parties. We all had Halo. We all bring our Xbox over to his house. We had like 3 different TVs. We all had one of us actually would bring our TV from home. Like, just hook up everything. This is before like internet was actually cool, you know. And we'll like plug it all in, and we'll all play Halo 2. Why? The Needler. That weapon was the most OP weapon in the world of weapons, right? You can blast anything, no matter how much overshoot or anything you have. Instant kill with a good amount of needle shots.
One kill.
The maps. It was the
One
map.
kill.
The maps.
It was
the maps in Halo 2 were just phenomenal. The maps on Halo 2 were phenomenal.
They were pretty good. They were pretty
They were phenomenal. Some of them were ridiculously huge. Like, just so big that I'm still mad they haven't really, like... What was that one map where you're, like, underground, there's, like, 2 bases far from each other?
2 what apart from each other?
There were, like, 2, like little home bases far from each other. They had like a teleporting brick that you can go...
That's Battle Royale. Oh, what was it? Blood Gulch.
So is that the one where they're underground?
Not underground.
Gulch was the one with the little stream going through the middle of the
Yeah. That's the most famous one. I'm talking about the one where they're underground. The really big one where it's like stupid big.
And it had the waterfalls, and you can like.
Yeah.
Under one of the waterfalls, there was the
sword. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the name. Oh man.
I can't remember the name of that, but that map right there made Halo so dope. That map right there made Halo so dope. Like we were like, oh my gosh, it was freaking cool.
Hey, I hate to be that guy, but can you guys see me and hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, because my box is completely locked out, but I can still. I'm looking at the panel. I have full connectivity, so you guys can see me, but I can't even get it to. It's literally my computer is frozen, halfway reducing the screen, like when you minimize. So I can't see anything. So
you're not allowed to use Linux anymore.
It's not Linux. It's Google Chrome. None of this happens.
Don't blame
except
Chrome,
for when I'm interacting with you. All right, I gotta kill my browser. I'm gonna be right back.
All right.
And then there were 2.
And then right. Oh man.
I must have sucked up everybody's internet because I killed his.
Right?
Jimmy can't connect. Grant left. Probably killed his internet too.
All right. You're a bandwidth sucker.
Real talk. I really am. 1080p camera. I just went out and got.
Hey, you're using a new webcam right now, right?
Oh yeah, it's I'm trying to remember the name. I got it like the C615 or something. Logitech.
Okay. Yeah, I have the 920.
Yeah, I was about to get that one, but the differences are marginal. It seems like.
Well, I got mine on sale. I got mine on Amazon when it was like $49.
Oh wow! Yeah. I got this one for $49 from Staples.
You don't go to Staples to buy hardware.
I didn't want to go to Best Buy because I'm not a huge fan of Best Buy.
Yeah, I'm not either, but it's
reasonable prices. I was able because I know a lot of people there, so I got the price match. Plus, I use my brother's phone number because he works there right now.
Oh.
So discount plus the price match.
So since Matt left, I'm just gonna go ahead and call myself a victor. You can't beat Halo 2. Hey, yo, this is gonna be the most biased miniseries ever. So this is part 2 of our miniseries. Yes, Adam, if you watched the last video that Adam did over the Warcraft review, so you know he's a PC gamer. You know I'm a PC gamer. Everyone who watched my Call of Duty videos so far. So yes, this is gonna be ultimate biasism. So to the max. So without being, I guess I can be the controller in this one. You can take over PC, and I'll be the bad guy for console. I'll act like a bad guy for console today.
You can take PC. Like I'm all right with it. I have some pretty good arguments for console.
Okay, great. All right, so we're gonna do part 2 of the computer versus console gaming, continuing our mini series from last week. And this time we're gonna talk about the hardware only. Now, last week we talked about computer gaming prices. So we're talking about the pros and cons of getting if you're choosing between a console or building your own gaming computer. How much will it cost you to like fund up a pretty substantial game library? Whether or not you will be able to have a computer that had like 20 games compared to a console that had 6 games, because the console games usually cost like $60 a game. Right. So what ended up happening was who was it? Carlo last week said from Showtech, he said that console games, he said, and the console games and computer games were relatively close, depending if you buy a used game from like GameStop or something. But then we had to debate that there were some serious drawbacks from getting a used game, including like things like multiplayer and getting support codes and things like that as well. So let's go over.
One guy who got born.
Right? Oh man, so this time we're talking about hardware, and we're talking about whether or not hardware plays a factor into getting a computer console or a computer versus a console. I guess you can call it a computer console, but it's not a computer console.
It totally does. It completely does. Think about it. Because to get a decent rig, you got to spend at least anywhere from $1,100 to $1,500.
You think so?
I mean, because here's the thing: if you want to pay, because the draw to PC gaming is outstanding graphics, runs flawlessly, 60 FPS.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably one of the biggest draws, just because of the fact that it's a little bit more ubiquitous in that sense. But you got to shell out a decent amount of money, for what are they at right now? 970 is still like $340, and between that and an i7 or an i5 case, I mean, you're looking at least $1,000. So if you're on a budget and you just want to play specific games, consoles have a leg up because they're substantially cheaper and they're dedicated for that one thing.
You see, I have to disagree, and here's why. I've seen pre-built rigs you can get from like Amazon and Tiger Direct with running. As I said, a lot of people think you have to run Intel for a gaming rig, and actually AMD rigs are better for gaming rigs. And no, I'm not. But here's the thing, right? For example, you can build a $600 or $500 computer rig, and that can outperform the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, and have more than just a gaming system.
But only marginally so it'll outperform it. Like if you want to go high end, if you want to go balls to the wall, pardon my French, you want to go for something like not like I know those $500 and $600 rigs you're talking about because I'm trying to get my girlfriend one of those so she do her little bit of gaming on the side. Problem is the cards and the hardware in there are terrible. I mean for an i5 and maybe I don't know what are they at like a 950, 960 Ti, whatever it is.
Yeah, dude, I seen a 750 Ti for $100, and that 750 Ti outperforms the Jaguar chip inside of the Xbox One by a lot. And Xbox One, frame rate is relatively good. You know what I'm saying? And PlayStation, the PS4, I think outbeats it in terms because it's able to share from the RAM. And it's using DDR5 RAM, but I think if you go up to a higher model for the 750 Ti overclock, some of that's like $120, and that craps completely on both consoles. And if you build a rig, just a generally, a fairly decent rig, I'm not saying you gotta go out and buy a 16 gig rig, 8 gigs of RAM, an FX 6 core or 8 core, a decent motherboard. An average case, like a $30 case, nothing special, obviously. Right. You're gonna lose the wow factor of building your own computer, but it's performance, and that's what I feel like. Performance is bigger than just getting the convenience of having a dedicated gaming console also as well.
I mean, but you can go to the whole. It's like the whole thing with e-readers versus tablets. Like a lot of people like e-readers because it's dedicated to that one thing, so it does that one thing really well. Consoles, same premise. They've been doing that for a long time, and I mean, besides the exclusive, the certain titles that you won't find on PCs, unfortunately, because there's certain titles I want to play, but I'd have to shell out an extra $400 or $500 to get an Xbox One, which I don't want to. But whatever the case may be, it's in terms of exclusivity and the fact that consoles, if you're on a budget, they make more sense in the long run, just from that standpoint. But I digress because obviously I play on a PC, so
it's hard to argue against yourself, right?
It really is. I had to buy a 360 just to play Halo 4. I think it was like 3 years ago.
Mm.
Yeah.
So Matt, so you're more of a console gamer than PC gamer, right?
Okay, I'm confused. Okay, so console versus PC. I've just been so like balls deep in programming lately. When you say console, I immediately think computer.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, I started out on Doom. I don't know if you children know.
Yes, we know.
Doom was, but Doom was like, and honestly, I started on Wolfenstein, like the original Wolfenstein. That's kind of what defined my gameplay. Excellent. Dude, hey, we should pump vintage seltzer
Right.
water.
Exactly.
And their
Right.
tagline is, "It's not Perrier, ellipsis, not even close."
Right. Dasani. It's not Mercury. So. Yeah, go ahead.
Mercury count lower than ever.
Look at this pirate over here.
He's got the positioning on the hat so well that I feel like Captain Jack is part of like Chiltech.
I feel like Captain Crunch is part of Chiltech.
Yeah, so Doom is where I started out. I remember my dad hooked up a serial connection with our neighbor, and we played Doom with each other. And it was so crazy to see how little the Doom character is compared to all those other guys. So like when I jumped to Command and Conquer, I kind of lost first person shooter. I just didn't care anymore because I like the idea of being a general more. So
yeah, okay, so I'm guessing you had Command and Conquer's generals then.
No, okay. Well, I'll get to that.
Okay.
So ahead. Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun, or the first Command and Conquer.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I jumped to Red Alert, which was a huge step up from Command and Conquer because it's like more realistic in terms of the equipment a little bit, minus Tesla coils, which still are amazing.
They should do.
And then I don't remember what came out next, but I remember the next game I really got into was Red Alert 2. And it was cartoony at first compared to the old Red Alert, but I just came around to it. And Tanya, just ridiculous character, ridiculous ability to, if you played her right, you could just dominate anyone, like with those special forces. And they had Navy SEALs and snipers and stuff. So like I thought I was always going to do RTS, and then I started playing Half-Life. And in terms of story, in terms of how bloody hard that game is, and like how easy it is, the water, electrified water, ruined my day so many times. I get to the end of a map and step in a puddle and watch my health go down to 1%. I feel like it just kind of set the bar for that first-person shooter should not be easy. It should be a challenge. I feel like a lot of games followed in those footsteps. Same with Halo. I think Halo CE really, by limiting loadout, and you could only carry a certain number of grenades, like it just made the game play so much more fierce, you know?
You ruined everything.
Well,
Really?
yeah,
Okay, so this is my loyalty, and everyone knows this, but that's where I stand. All right.
This guy, wow.
Legendary.
Forever, man. Halo CE will be my favorite game forever. The ABC with the pistol, no one could stand up to that, man. Like I wish I'd gotten recorded some of our games from back in the day, but Electric Blue, if you're out there, I'll never forget. But yeah, man. I mean, Halo kind of defined it for me, and then I jumped to Halo 4 multiplayer, and then I got into Modern Warfare 2. I weighed 220 pounds. I lost my girlfriend in my house, and I had to move in with my parents. And I've literally not played a first-person shooter since, except if I get really drunk and I'm at someone's house, I will totally do a game. I'll sit down and do a first-person shooter 1 round, and then I have to cut it off because my hands start shaking. But I miss it.
What the hell?
I seriously, man, I was playing.
You did the most just now. Like, what the?
Dude, I played Modern Warfare 2 and Halo 4 12 hours a day. Easy. Every day. Like, I was playing all the time. Like, I loved it. It was so cool. And I could do it right now. If I got stuck back in, I would do nothing else.
Yeah. I wish I could too.
The new Modern Warfares, though, they seem so cheesy. Like,
dude, I have to. Listen. The Advanced Warfare one is so fun. I know this is. Oh my gosh, it's so off topic, but dude, the Advanced Modern Warfare game is like. It's almost to me as good as the original 3 Modern Warfares. The ones with Fisher, whatever his name is.
Dude, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
It was a pretty legit game.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that one.
I was just gonna say the original Modern Warfare was like, for me, it was a really good game. Like, actually, I mean, I hate on Call of Duty a lot because it's the same repetitive.
Yeah, it is.
But Modern Warfare 1, like, for me, in terms of, like, it even got political for me, like, philosophical in the sense where everything you did throughout the entire game was trivialized by a news report at the end. It's like, oh, in Russia today, some rocket shot up and somebody blew it out of the sky.
I loved it. I loved it.
It was philosophical. It was quixotic in a sense because you think about a lot of news today. I mean, who knows what they don't tell you, just to not panic people. It's like, wow, that was mind blowing.
When they're like 10 dead.
Yeah, exactly. Remember in the second Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, and they did the first scene where you walk into the
The
to the
airport.
airport, and you're like
Yeah, dude.
blasting people.
Never
Like,
forget that, man.
yo, I remember I actually had this. I was morally like convinced that I should not kill anyone, so I did not shoot anyone, and I was like, oh, cool. I mean, I don't think we need spoiler tags, but this is so old. But like at the end of the whole thing, you know, the guy's like, boop, I need your agent the whole time, pow, kills you. Like who would have known that would happen in the first scene? You know what I'm saying? Like the storyline for the Modern Warfare games were like some of the best like storylines in a game. Period. The lore was amazing.
Well, that's why I gotta say the newer ones, and I agree with you, Adam. And this is why I don't like them, is they've just gone into the realm of unbelievability. But Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and then Modern Warfare 2, how baller is that they just decided to jump to 2? Like, the first game was so strong, they didn't care that there was no 1. Same with Halo.
Yeah.
But that game with the SAS guys, and then that open, it is super political. And I know a lot of people complain about the violence, but I heard more conversations about political events and being aware from Modern Warfare than like any other game, because it was a very gritty game. Like, they got into it, you spend all the time with those characters, and then they just kill them off, like one by one. You know?
And then at the end of that game, you killed the one general with the knife, and that was pretty epic in that respect.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you needed the knife? Because I got him first shot with the 357, but whatever.
So that goes to actually our next piece of our podcast, actually, talking about the news. And some big news. Like, I know if you're a nerd, this week is like the most orgasmic or nergasmic week for you, because we have some pretty dope shows coming up and some really dope shows that are already out. So I just want to start off with saying Game of Thrones Season 5 premiere is this weekend on Sunday.
Oh, boy.
I know last year it happened, I think it was the Sunday of Easter, right? Was it Easter Sunday last year?
No, because I remember I was at an Easter dinner. I'm pretty sure it was that Sunday.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised they didn't do it this year on Easter. I was actually looking forward to it. But, hey, whatever. Hey, you know, better late than never, right? And, you know, everyone's saying this is going to be, like, the best, like, Game of Thrones season ever that we ever had. I don't want to go into spoilers this episode at all, because I know Matt read all the books, and I'm sure you read the books, and, you know,
I don't
want
to burn you? Hey, Javon, you want me to burn you really
Don't
bad
burn
right
me, because you're going to burn the audience.
I know. I'm not going to say anything, but all I got to say is, like, what did Scar say? Be prepared, man.
Be prepared.
Be prepared. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, here's the thing, though. I just finished watching Season 4, like, a couple weeks ago, because I used to watch it after Season 3. Like, after they killed off everybody, I was like, you know what? I'm done. I can't. Like, wedding? No, I'm sorry. It's like, have you heard that joke for George R.R. Martin? It says, why doesn't George R.R. Martin use Twitter?
Why?
Because he killed off all 140 characters.
Yeah. Oh, that's excellent. That's getting written down on paper media.
Paper media. This guy.
But and then Season 4, the way it developed, they took, again, because George R.R. Martin does this better than most people out there. You know, he takes a character, he develops him, he makes you like the person, and then he kills him off.
Yeah.
I knew Oberon was gonna die. I knew Oberon was gonna die because
honestly that sucked. That hurt me. That hurt me a little bit.
I mean, it wasn't even the way he died. I knew he was gonna die because his cause was just, he had a righteous plan.
Yeah.
He was dick, but sorry. He was.
It's already right. Our tag is done for today. We're going explicit. I have a choice.
I mean, everything told me that he was gonna die because he was just a good guy that was gonna die, and good people generally end up dying. With the exception of the crippled kid and the little girl with the needle. So,
I'm sorry. Who are you talking? You mean Bran and Araya? Is that who we're talking about?
I mean, I know their names. I was just using the.
Dude, Grant's not here for me to pick on. I'm sorry, man. You don't.
I know, right? Give me Grant. Yo, I gotta say that I'm not gonna watch it live. I never watch any Game of Thrones live. I don't know why. I have HBO. I don't know why we pay for HBO because I don't watch anything live. I'm going to watch it later on at high quality at my computer.
Okay, I'm going to burn you and everyone on the internet if I find out that Season 6 of the show is going to come out before that fat jerk puts out the book that I've been waiting for for 10 years.
Oh yeah, yo, honestly, honestly, if that happens, I feel like he's gonna lose a lot of fans because I know he's taking his sweet old time, and he shouldn't be taking that that long of a time to.
Because
But the thing is you guys are
you gotta talk to him. What do you think?
I think he's. And you also know that everyone thinks he's gonna die. You know, right? Like everyone thinks he's gonna die really
dude, that
soon.
joke has been going on since the. I'm gonna wax all hipster here. I started reading him in 2006, and I finished book 4 end of 2006. And at the time, I was like the newbie. If you went online and talked about it, everyone's like, "Oh, way to finally catch up," blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like how look at you latecomers. And so now, with you guys all talking about these things, it's just like a dagger in my back. Because book 4 was atrocious, and book 5, Dance with Dragons, it danced with complete monotony and waste of my time. Like
I read 0 books. I just watched the shows.
Wait, you like Daenerys Targaryen, right? Everyone likes her, right?
Yeah.
Years.
I think she's alright.
She's the worst character in the books. She's hundreds of rambling pages.
Yeah,
but in the show, she's banging, and they cut out all the stupid wandering, and so it actually moves a lot better. So I stopped watching it season 2 just because I just didn't have the option to do it. I'm really contemplating watching it because seasons 1 and 2 were done really well.
Hey man, if you want to, I have them all available.
I would do that, man. I would do. I've done Fellowship of the Ring, 2 Towers, Return of the King, extended, end on end.
I have.
Yeah, I have to.
Adam's like, who is this guy with no life? I do things.
No. I mean, here, I have my own like sets of things that I do that I'm not proud of in terms of time wasted with entertainment. So I could go on about my problems, but I'm not going to because this is the internet. And
everything stays on the internet forever.
Must be true.
I sent Javon a mugshot of me, so like I'm completely exposed to the internet at this point. Like, I don't even.
I mean, like I watched. What I just finished watching. I watched all 9 seasons of X-Files on Netflix over the course of a couple of weeks.
You're a hero. You're a hero. Why? That's something to be proud of.
I mean, I wasn't proud of it. I mean, I was like, wow, what's so much time wasted. This show was the cliffhanger at the end of the show is like really go through all that and then just have this talking session in a hotel room and call it a day. Like, come on, man. Like,
yeah, man. Honestly,
wow,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I wasted. I think the last time I wasted so much time was the Breaking Bad. I was sick, so I had time to waste. I was sick for a week, and I was out of school for like a week, and then I ended up calling out of school for like the next week because I just had to finish watching Breaking Bad. I was like, I'm so sick. Cough, cough. Channel back on. Let's go.
I've never seen Breaking Bad.
You should. Like, I
know, man.
I didn't want to see it, but my girlfriend, she really. What was that?
That's for Matt. That's for Matt.
That was like a mariachi band doing womp 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 though. Like there's actually a lot of really cool levels to that. Like it wasn't just a trombone.
I mean, it's a pretty solid show. I mean, for me, I was a huge fan of Bryan Cranston. I mean, Malcolm in the Middle.
Malcolm in the Middle. Yeah, same here. Malcolm in the Middle.
He was on.
Have you been watching the Bob Odenkirk, the lawyer?
Yeah,
Call Saul?
I watched that too. That's a good show.
I saw one episode and I was like, I can't watch this. I need to watch. Well, I know Breaking Bad's good. I just haven't sat down to do it.
You can watch Saul first because it's a prequel technically.
The prequel.
Oh.
It develops.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. I'm doing that then. Because that show looks awesome.
Better Call Saul. It's a good show. They have good development, and I'm pretty.
I haven't started only because there's no point for me to watch it because the characters that I want to watch aren't in it. So it doesn't really matter.
You like Mike? Mike, I
know the bouncer or Kitman or whatever he is, like the.
Yeah, he's really good.
But he looks. This is weird how they're trying to portray him as like younger.
But he
looks way older. Like it's weird.
I mean, he's the guy who played Mike. He was on what's the name of that movie? It's Beverly Hills Cop.
Which 1, 2, or 3?
1. He was the.
I watched 2 earlier today.
He was a bodyguard to the art dealer. He was a semi-balding bodyguard who.
Yeah.
And he got thrown onto the table in the country club, and he was that guy.
That's awesome.
So, but yeah, watch Breaking Bad, good show.
Great show. Are you watching Game of Thrones live this weekend?
Me?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably not. Okay, so
I'm going out this weekend,
you're
so.
gonna wait. You're gonna wait later on.
Exactly.
Wait, or better yet, are any of you guys gonna buy an Apple TV or to watch or to have HBO Go for $15 to watch it?
No.
That's a big no for me.
That's a big no. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw it on Twitter. Some dude.
Oh no! Did you already buy one?
Not me. I would never, and especially not for HBO Go. But I already have HBO. But this guy, he tagged Chill Tech. I guess he thought like we would approve. He was like, oh yeah, with Chill Tech, your Apple TVs are now like $69, getting HBO Go. So excited. What do y'all think? And I was just like, ... Like, I was just like, I don't know what to say to you because I don't want to lose you as a follower, but you're really, really not doing smart things right now, but it's your money, so whatever.
HBO Go, man. I'm glad they came out with it because in terms of it's expanding the unplugging from cable TV, that's a great concept. So I hope.
If you watch, have you watched any of our older podcasts, Adam?
I watched one, and that's because I haven't had a lot of time.
Yeah, one of our older podcasts, we did a breakdown between what was it, cable or cutting the cord to cable and using everything. Actually, sometimes in most cases, it's cheaper to still have cable and internet.
But they're getting it's starting to even out. I mean, HBO just said it's starting to really get into that field, which means you'll have other.
Yeah. Other people are gonna, and there's things like Slingbox and stuff that but as a package, it's hard for people to compete with cable companies in terms of this pricing right now. But later on, it's possible that they can do. So Aquaman movie is coming. I don't know. First of all, Aquaman. I can't say it with a serious face. Aquaman. No.
Are you playing devil's advocate now, Adam? Is that what is about to happen here?
Because my girlfriend says I have horns, so. But here's the thing about Aquaman. This is the most I have to say. I mean, I can picture the whole movie being like that Family Guy bit where Aquaman's in the water and the woman's on the beach. Oh, that's
See,
when I saw Aquaman in the outline, that was immediately what I thought about. And there's also a Robot Chicken where Aquaman's in like the celebrity like real life with Gotham City or whatever, and they just rip Aquaman a new one because he's useless. Like he can't do anything.
Well, I feel like first of all, I feel like Aquaman's underrated only because he is much more powerful than people give him credit for. But everyone in the DC universe has like the same. Everyone's super strong. Everyone's super fast. Everyone is, you know what I'm saying? So it's really hard. So his only advantage over certain people is like I talk to fish. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like I use a trident with magical powers. I don't know.
I guess
but his actor has been confirmed to be Drogo from Game of Thrones.
Right.
That dude is on fire right now.
Momoa.
He's got a TV show. He's got a TV show where he plays like some Native American like rabble rouser, and I've seen ads for it. It looks so good.
Yeah, dude.
He is such a bamf, man. He's just like
dude. Yeah, he's freaking huge, dude. I mean, he's not bigger than me though. I mean, but that's what I'm trying to.
Jamie tried to just watch it, not even be a part of it, just watch it, and she can't get her internet to work at all. So she wanted to apologize.
It's okay. Hey, look. We will have Jimmy back on the show, guys. I know the guys were like, the girl's gone, we're out of here. But
did that happen? She was gone.
It did happen. We went down like almost like 5 viewers when she left. So.
Unbelievable.
Well, I mean, let's be real. The internet is
this podcast in a bikini. And, right? And at the end of it, we're gonna say shame on all our viewers.
I know, right? Shame on all our viewers. Leave a like, get a thumbs up.
And yes, we'll be here next week.
Right. And if you want to see less clothes, come back the following week.
You know what they have in Texas?
Yeah. Everything's bigger in Texas.
No. This is good for her in terms of internet. They have Google Fiber in Texas.
Well, in Austin,
yeah, that's true.
If you're in Austin, but Austin is the green zone of Texas. The rest of Texas.
Texas is like second Mexico. I don't know how else to put it.
Dude, you look at Utah is getting Google Fiber. Okay.
Yeah.
Kansas is getting Google Fiber.
Atlanta getting Google Fiber.
California.
Do you sense a theme here, though? Like, Google's going to take over the world, and they know that the crazy religious people are going to be the only ones that oppose them. where do crazy religious people come from and live? Utah, Texas, Kansas, Georgia. They're gonna get
they're missing
internet and take their brains, and then they'll take the rest
people
of us.
people like my family and like my church who are Seventh-day Adventists, super LNG white knights. So they're missing Google. Google's missing out in Maryland. So I'll say this, Google. I love God, but I love you guys too. So you can bring Google 5 over here. I'm not gonna convert to pure Googleism.
Says the guy in the Google hat.
What? What Google hat? What are you talking about? The mark of the beast is on my forehead. No.
And that's a different Google hat than all the other Google hats I've seen. It's like you have a Google hat for every occasion.
Actually, let me see what Google hats I have. Let's keep talking. I'll be right back.
So what's up, Adam?
Hey, what's up? I'm glad we finally meet in person. I actually had to run out and buy this webcam.
That's what he said, dude. But I'm glad you're on here. And then the earbuds or whatever, they'll definitely help because I was doing it without, and then when I started using the cans, like it just made it so much easier to like not get that feedback loop. But I have a $200 Costco laptop, so like obviously not really. Dude, it's a touchscreen. It's ridiculous. I can't.
$200 touchscreen laptop? Oh, that sounds terrible.
It is. It's actually really interesting, and one day it may actually be really cool to grab and throw or to manipulate data,
Right.
but it has to be like voice activated and not the most expensive feature on the thing, because this thing is awful. It has an optical bay with no optical drive.
Wow.
Yeah. Thanks, Acer.
Oh, you got
Acer. Changing the world and innovating new features.
They are what.
So we're so off topic. I really don't care this podcast. This is excited to have everyone back on the show. So this is gonna be the most random podcast ever. So I know I'm cutting you guys off, but hat time. This is hat time. This is the official Windows 8 logo hat. That's right.
10.
Huh?
8 or 10?
Well, it's the same logo as Windows 10, but this is the first time they changed the logo for Windows for the first time. I was there.
You should probably just tell people it's 10.
Yeah, okay, fine. Windows 10. I know, right? I was at the Microsoft Build conference for there because I was a Microsoft guru for a while, and yeah, so they gave us like a whole bunch of goodies and Xbox Live for like 2 years and stuff. Super cool.
That's like just telling someone you fought in World War II and making sure you don't mention that it was for the Germans. like, you're like, oh yeah, I'm a World War II vet, and then just leave it at that. Like,
yeah,
don't
right?
go any deeper into
Yeah,
it.
I was one about two that I fought for the Americans. Yeah, you know.
How about the fact that Internet Explorer is going the way of the Buffalo finally?
I know. First of all, I'll tell you this. I know, God, we're jumping all over the place today, but dude, Spartan. Yeah.
Like
Spartan
Master
was-
Chief?
No, like what the hell, dude? Like
Googling.
Microsoft's
Standby.
new internet browser coming with Windows 10.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
No, so I haven't read anything up on this. Are they gonna is it basically just IE finally with bug cleaning?
No,
and put
it's
it
not
over,
IE.
or did they?
Think of it as Google Chrome and Firefox competitor.
That's hilarious. I've actually heard that it's both. Like they
Yeah,
took
like in
elements
terms
of
of like
Chrome
terms
and
of,
Firefox.
they took the elements and Safari because they took it's very minimalistic like Safari. Like
What's Safari?
it's
I've
battery
never heard of
efficient.
that. Dude, we both gotta let Adam say something at least once on this podcast.
I know, right?
It's Chrome and a slight kind of UI look of Firefox, but less memory consumption than Chrome. So
Yeah.
if you have like 4 gigs, then you're gonna be okay.
Or feature set. It's not as feature packed as Chrome either.
No.
Dude, that's all Hacker News has been talking about now is how Chrome enables with these plugins.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
let them in, and it just destroys the Chrome.
Google is I heard that they're taking some serious steps to make sure that they're going to button this up soon. And the thing about Google when it comes to security, I believe them, unlike some companies, because they took sandboxing to a whole other level when it comes to internet security. And so I do believe that they can get it right. Because you look at Chrome OS and look how secure that is. Not just from like a compatibility standpoint. A lot of people say no one uses it, so no one's going to attack it. But their infrastructure that's already in place with sandboxing is super dope.
No, that's a real talk. I mean, it does really well. But I mean, I watched an interview with what's his name, Edward Snowden, last week. He's on that show. What's it called? Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, which kind of makes that show. By the way, I highly recommend it. It's in terms of news show that's takes taking over for Jon Stewart since he's leaving, I would definitely watch that because he's a lot more free. He has a lot more freedom to say what he wants to say. But he went to Russia to interview Edward Snowden. Edward Snowden, one of the most common things he kept saying is the fact that companies like Google, work in tandem with the government to, in some cases, have programs to keep tabs on people. And they went off on a different tangent, but I was like, oh no, Google, man, my heart, oh.
But that's something we all got to be realistic with. And look, I'm a Google fanboy too, but at the end of the day, they make their money by spying on us.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, the internet. I mean, a lot of these constructs were government constructs to begin with. The reports that now that I'm reading that the NSA apparently had some sort of backdoors firmware built into hard drives made by people like Toshiba and Intel.
Yes.
I'm not surprised by that whatsoever. That makes complete sense. In fact, I suspected that a long time ago. So to be fair, people who say like, "Oh, I'm gonna, disconnect and live," off
you can't.
No, it's not
gonna happen. Exactly. It's just.
I think the important thing though is to just not go the opposite direction and be like, okay, I don't care what they do, right? Because there are companies out there that want to protect your data, and there are people out there that are not. They're not greedy like some of the other people are.
Right.
And the fact of the matter is that, and I'm going to go on the record and say it, and I know it's the internet, but Snowden did a very important thing. I'm not going to say it's good or bad, but he made everybody take a stance on it. Because beforehand, you could, it was all tinfoil hat craziness. Oh my God, the government's spying on us.
Right.
Then a guy comes out and says the government is literally spying on everything that you do. So no one can be like, oh, you're just making that up. And of course, people ignore it and they say, I have nothing to hide, which is such a dumb argument. But outside of it, he really threw it in our face anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta remember why he did it too. He did it to try and get that conversation started. The unfortunate part is they actually interviewed a bunch of people on the street for that segment that John Oliver did. And a lot of these people didn't know who Edward Snowden was, and the other half thought he ran WikiLeaks. So I'm like, okay, come on. What kind of uninformed populace does this country have? This is insane.
But
there's the dick pic segment on that too, right? Where John Oliver asked the same people, right?
That whole thing is a dick pic segment, and John Oliver is basically he stupefied it down to make it, so people can understand what's going on.
Mm.
And I mean, he used the dick pic as just the example, but the whole point was just how easily accessible your data is. If you have it on a smartphone, on your computer, it's going to be out there, provided you don't have what did Grant call his computer, the Fire Hazard 2000.
True that, right?
Provided you don't have so it's not hooked up to the internet.
Yeah.
I doubt your information is not going to be out there. I mean, we're out there right now.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, but there's tools that are necessary. Like I said, just from a business standpoint, entertainment, from social, that's very necessary. That's needed. The infrastructure set also in place by these companies like Microsoft and Google and Apple to keep products and consumer devices more friendly, and not to mention, everything feels so. What's the word I'm looking for? Everyone still seems so scared right now. Like I talk to people about cloud information all the time. Part of what I do is offering cloud services to companies and then managing their cloud services for them. And whenever you bring up the word cloud, people are like, no, I don't want it. No. But if you think about it, it's really not that bad if you think about what a cloud information is, because people have no problem sending anything in their mind through email. I know people that will send nude pics and people that will send bank information and all things through email, like email some sacred come on, it's an email, man. Don't do that to us. Not through our email, But cloud,
of their credit card, yeah,
right. But cloud, oh no, not cloud. Cloud is the same. It's the same infrastructure setup as email, and it's necessary for people to keep information saved and backed up there, because you look at physical hardware, hardware fails, right? Most people don't have a secondary offsite outside of an external hard drive or a laptop or USB to keep other information for. I just feel like people are afraid of nothing. People are afraid of nothing, and Pikachu agrees with me. Pikachu agrees.
Well, no. Pikachu's always been down with encryption. I think that's one takeaway from this podcast.
Yeah.
But I do want to sing go.
No, I was just gonna say real quick, Pikachu. By a very short margin, the original Pokemon Ash was supposed to get was supposed to be Clefairy, but then they swapped it around to Pikachu. So,
I actually would have had a Clefairy. That would be the best Pokemon series ever. So. Metronome! Pimp slaps himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be great, dude.
Are you guys ready for this to get even more sad?
Yes.
I don't know anything about Pokemon, mostly because I'm not interested now, but also because it was, like, considered evil by my private school.
No,
honestly, so same here. Let's not fake here. I grew up in a very Christian Seventh-day Adventist strict home, like Adam has as well. But I
really, this is awesome. Jamie did too. This is the most Seventh-day Adventists that have ever been on the internet ever.
no lie. Ellen G. White like rolling over in their grave. No, God,
I am so disappointed that I know who you're talking about.
No, but my thing is though, but as a still practicing Christian, not perfect, but a still practicing Christian, I think a lot of the things from when we were a childhood were just ridiculous. A lot of those fears were just fears of unknown, not fears of research and putting, you know what I'm saying? A lot of it's just parents don't know. Just like, I'm sure we're going to be the same way many generations from now. Our kids are going to be like, oh, Dad, this is like dubstep 2.0. It's like, you know what I'm saying? We're going to like, son, this is evil, this is demonic, they're calling out rituals. You know
that's our intro music right there. What just happened in your mouth is our intro music. Dubstep 2.0.
Naruto agrees.
Wow, you just collect hats.
I get hats as gifts.
I have tapes.
More Naruto.
I have gaff tape.
Why do you have like sex tape?
I have 1-inch matte black paper. This is actually one of the most expensive tapes you can buy. And then I have 1.5-inch matte black. And then I have gray duct. And then I have a toolbox full of more.
The Red Ranger agrees.
Oh my God, I want that. I also have non-stick ribbon tape. Green, yellow, and red.
Guy in tape.
I like tape.
Goku agrees as well.
What else do I have laying around?
Google agrees.
That's the one. I like that one. I mean, the one you're wearing is cool, but that's the Javon hat in my head.
This is the OG? Okay.
Yeah.
And then I have this one here. I don't know what's online.
Oh, wow, that's cool. That's like the we support stuff, but we're not going to come out and say it.
Yep.
We totally support things.
Yeah, we support things that we can't come out and say because if we do actually support it,
we really do care about our bottom line.
Yeah, right. We do care about the views. Let's not fake care. We care, but and it's not like the whole community's gonna come out and give us a like. So. Well,
hey, we did a really good job of staying on topic and hitting our time.
First of all, our time shot out the window. This is probably 2 hours in.
Hey, I'm gonna freeze frame you sea-hailing like that. That was pretty impressive, right there.
Right.
You were just like,
hello, right? First of all, I'm gonna go. How do we get from? This is how unimportant Aquaman is. We go from hats to tape to like everything but Aquaman's movie. Okay, so let's just wrap Aquaman up real quick so we can get on with the show.
I say from now on we bring up Aquaman whenever we need to change the subject because it's obviously
right?
gonna change.
Aquaman works so well. And so, for future podcasts from now on, we're going to be like, okay, guys, Aquaman. That's what we're talking about. All right. Aquaman is rumored to be appearing at the end of the Batman vs. Superman film that's coming out next year.
Oh, my God. That sounds like just a lame sandwich with a side of boring.
I feel like they're going to try some, Marvel, Tony Stark thing at the end. Remember how that was on I Know Hulk or whatever?
No, yeah. I get that, but wouldn't Superman just, use his weird vision stuff and just kill Batman?
Nah, it can't. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way, man.
No, I'm not saying because DC Comics is writing it and you're buying it once a month. I'm saying it's going to be a movie. People are going to ask these questions.
I know, right. Now, I think people got to understand. I don't know if you ever watched the Superman versus Goku, this little internet thing. This was a 20 million viewed YouTube thing from I think it was from Dorkly, I think, or something like that. And it was just ridiculous. How in-depth they went to. They broke it down to a science. Superman, he's incapable of doing OP stuff. I don't know why. He's so powerful, but he does not have the heart to do finishing moves that something that Batman would actually do if he had the Superman's powers. If Batman had Superman's powers, Batman would probably be a bad guy. On every level. It's that bad. But I feel like this movie's gonna really show planning and wits and how powerful the dollar is compared to super strength and vision. Because it's gonna come down to money versus Superman.
But you gotta remember who they're the way they're portraying it, because people just came off of the Christopher Nolan Batman films.
Right.
Not setting them bar. I mean, for me, I didn't watch the Michael Keaton films or the 60s Adam West TV show.
Yeah.
You know, Christopher Nolan's Batman films to me were tremendous. You know,
They're the only Batman in my book.
But yeah, remember this though. This isn't Ben Affleck's Batman, and I think they're doing off the Batman vs Superman movie they did with when Batman was much older. He's not like young Batman right now. He's like close to like
retirement.
Close to like the timeline is really off because he's supposed to be much older. They said, but they're gonna start the Justice League soon, so it doesn't really make that much sense.
Wait, I gotta jump in here. Did you guys say Ben Affleck Batman?
Yes, Ben Affleck's playing Batman.
Okay, I'm out. I'm done. I don't even care.
I'm not gonna say anything yet because I feel like. Have you seen Gone Girl?
That was pretty.
No, I haven't. But Ben Affleck is an incredible director and actor.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
I'm not passing any judgment until I see it.
Yeah, same here. Only because I don't want to knock off because this is going to have a lot of mixed views because people hated Man of Steel. I ended up loving it. So, it depends on the person on this one. This is going to really depend. But Ben Affleck as an actor, after seeing certain last couple films I've seen recently of him, he's gonna do a better job than what he did in Daredevil. And speaking of Daredevil,
well, let's hope so.
And speaking of right. But speaking of Daredevil, apparently this unknown or not so famous actor on Daredevil's killing it so far compared to Ben Affleck in the Netflix original Daredevil, partnered by Disney and Marvel. So, have any of you guys watched Daredevil yet on Netflix?
I'm going to after we're podcast, and I'll let you know what I think.
He's waiting to go do that. Like we've been keeping him from.
Honestly, I haven't watched it yet either. I'm actually planning on watching this weekend. Things came up, but I'm going to be watching it soon, very soon, because it looks really interesting. It's on episode 7 already, and people are saying that this is like the dopest show.
Is it the whole season, or how does that work? Like, is Netflix making it, or?
Yeah, Netflix is producing and making it. They're doing the whole House of Cards thing.
Boy, are they doing it binge? Do they drop the entire season at once?
I think they're doing 2 episodes at a time or something like that.
Okay, because they did that with Orange is the New Black, and people just splurged on Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. I think they're doing 2 episodes at a time or something like that.
Speaking of Netflix shows, I just finished watching Marco Polo.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's good to a point, but I hope they polish it a little bit more towards the second season.
What I want to start, and I haven't started yet, is House of Cards. Everyone keeps saying watch House of Cards. I haven't started it yet. I'm going to start it. I promise soon.
What's his name? The actor Kevin something?
Spacey.
Kevin
Space
Spacey.
Dog.
He's in the latest Warfare movie. I'm sorry, Call of Duty, isn't he? He plays
Yeah.
Oh, probably as a voice actor.
Yeah. He's the
But he let his face too.
He's the security guy. Well, yeah.
Well, hey, David Cross is one of the soldiers from the original Halo. You know David Cross, the comedian. He's got big glasses. He plays Tobias on Arrested Development.
Oh.
Dude, he's one of the original voices from Halo, like the soldiers. There's actually a couple of them back then. But
he was in Scary Movie too. He played.
Yes, that's exactly it. Dude, the guy. I'm gonna be the bigger man and walk away.
I know this is off topic again. Have you guys seen the new Halo series?
Yeah, it's
Forward Unto Dawn, right?
Hunt for
No. The one with the black Master Chief or Black Spartan guy.
Oh,
Excuse me?
This guy.
What won't you take away from us? Okay?
Everything.
Okay.
You took everything. We take everything.
White women, I get it. Okay? The presidency felt like that was crossing a line, but we all let it happen, so whatever. The Master Chief?
We're gonna lose all the viewers. God help me, please.
All we have left is space travel and basically Hitler. That's it. We've got space and Hitler.
Not for long.
I'm fairly confident
There's this like
It's not
chief,
gonna
like
be
warlord in Africa. There's a warlord in Africa that's already like way better than Hitler. So.
Whatever. You gotta beat Stalin. You gotta beat Stalin, and then you gotta beat Genghis Khan. He's the all-time kill count leader, man.
The all-time kill count leader I thought was what's his name, Mao Zedong. Like
Nah, man.
he
Genghis Khan.
50 million people. No, here, to be fair, I'm gonna say a disclaimer right now. I'm a huge history person.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know that. Yes.
Devon knows this. Like, I just finished reading a book about Genghis Khan. I don't have it on me because my girlfriend has it. It was an amazing book. Long story short, the casualty lists were a lot of times overinflated to achieve, fear and to instill into the populations that we go to make them make sure that they understood that, Mongols were all about tearing it up. So I don't think he killed that many people, but certainly, he spread his seed around because I think like 15 million people today have direct lineage to him, something like that.
Sheesh.
He was pretty bald.
I'm just looking at it right now, and these Yahoo answers, take it with a grain of salt. They're saying Genghis Khan, 100 million.
But see, that's all because
it's conflated. Yeah, I can see that. But they said, see, here's what's interesting, though, is they say his family could be responsible for 200 million. So, like, his kid and his grandkid.
And you got to remember the people that came after him, his sons, his grandsons. In fact, the Marco Polo TV show touches on his grandson, Kublai.
Yeah,
Ariboke, and his other cousin Kaidu. I mean, like for me, Mongols are my favorite historical period. It touches on all of that, and it's pretty cool. And they stay historically relatively accurate. But
even in Mulan.
Let's get down to business. Sorry, go ahead.
To defeat the Huns. Huh.
I'm gonna sing the whole thing if we don't stop. So.
I know, right?
Be a man. Sorry.
You must be swift as the coursing river,
Be a man.
with all the force of a great typhoon, and all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Whoa, okay, so I can't sing. All right, so moving on.
Here, now, it was beautiful. I don't care what the haters say.
Yo, so let's go ahead and wrap this thing almost up here.
Well, I want to.
Best superhero show out right now.
I would say what's that show called? Green Arrow. It's not bad.
Green Arrow? That's respectable. That's very respectable.
I have no contribution to this.
I know you don't watch TV. You don't watch TV.
No, I look. I try to when I can, and I'm more of a movie guy. But honestly, the superhero thing, it's getting kind of old. And Batman set the bar so high, and I have yet to see any action movie really come close to the second Christopher Nolan Batman movie with Joker. I just have yet to see anything that compels me as an actual story. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say one show, and if you haven't watched it, this is a must watch. Like you have to drop everything you're doing and have to watch it. If you don't have it, I'll send you everything via Google Drive. The Flash. Accurate, for one. Action-packed, CGI is off the chain. The Flash, the show, it's better than almost every DC film to this point.
And the Flash actually started. I mean, the show itself was piggybacked off of the Green Arrow.
Green Arrow, right? And matter of fact, even their last episode was like was a collaboration episode where the Atom, the Flash, Arrow, Arsenal all teamed up to fight against the Reverse Flash. Like. It was such a dope episode. Like it's just like they're adding so many heroes, and not to mention, I'm hearing that talks they're going to add a Supergirl show also, and if they can achieve the level that Arrow and Flash is doing, just in terms of the storyline and acting and all the Microsoft Surface placements. I don't know if you guys watched that, but
the Surface Suite. No, I've been hearing about it. It's just like all over.
First of all, I know, except going on top again, but really, who in the world is that? There's nobody in the entire universe that uses that much Microsoft products, especially
Microsoft doesn't even. They have like iPads in the Microsoft.
Exactly. Dude, I saw. Listen, I'm like watching. This guy's like, we gotta call from. He's some top level who's the cabinets dude. He's just like doop doop doop. Yeah, hello. Yeah, I'm on my Lumia 930. Yeah, everyone uses Lumia 930s. It's right. No one has an iPhone or an Android phone anymore. And the guy answers the phone. What does he have? Yeah, I'm gonna Lumia 1020. Yeah, yeah, and we have Microsoft services, and it's like, oh, pure view camera, like, and they're like, that was ridiculous.
It's the same with Arrow, and you pick up on it, and then you're like, really, this much product placement? Like,
Yeah, it's over the top. Like really, like the girl Felicity, she's like carrying on a surface the whole time. She never even used it half the episode.
Like holding
She's
it
like,
up.
She's
so
like,
you can read the
yeah.
logo.
She's like, yeah. So my surface. So my surface. So my surface. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, oh my gosh, over the top. No uses any Microsoft products. I love Microsoft and
Before we move on from the superhero movies, 2 points, and this is why I don't get into superhero movies, and this is why I think Batman wins, is because, first of all, Batman is saving Gotham. So you have Gotham-sized enemies.
Yeah.
With all these superhero movies, I just lose it because it's like, oh my god, these aliens are going to destroy the whole world. Oh, thank god the Avengers are here. They saved us. But wait, there's another alien who's going to basically do the same thing, but kind of different. You have nowhere to go. Once you save the planet, where do you go? I mean, the Transformers. The Transformers are the same thing. It's like, yeah, and at least they branched out there and it gave them multiple worlds. But like with all these superhero movies, I just get so bored of like, we know they're going to save the world. We know Tony Stark's not going to die. Yeah. Like we know nothing's really going to happen except they kill off the coolest guy.
The problem with Marvel, the problem with Marvel's villains are just too powerful, right? And they're so powerful that, and everyone's there's so many heroes in close proximity to each other, it just doesn't make sense lore-wise that one guy doesn't know what's going on like 2 blocks away. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason why the 4 or 5 original Avengers doesn't know. In New York City, and Spider-Man is nowhere to be found. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Spider-Man is like, I don't understand the legalistic, you know, the legal reasons behind why Sony finally let Spider-Man come over to Marvel and all those other things. But, you know, there's so many heroes and X-Men who should be involved. I feel like they just...
Well, at least Marvel killed off X-Men, though. Like, with the Mutant X and, like, that like, weird Divergent world they did where basically all the X-Men die or become evil.
Oh, no, there's a whole new series coming back. They're doing the Apocalypse series.
Well, see, that's the problem, is they write themselves into these, like, infinite loops of, like, you can't get out of it anymore. And that's just why that's why I'm not really compelled by superhero movies. Honestly, it's why George R.R. Martin is really changing fantasy, at least the books did, because Tolkien created this world of good and evil, and George R.R. Martin said, oh, you like these good guys? I'm going to show them do horrible things, and then I'm going to kill them before they get a chance at redemption. Like, oh, you hate the Kingslayer? Okay, I'm going to turn him into the nicest, best guy in the whole story.
Right.
Like, and so it twists you around in the moral compass. Superhero movies have to do that, and that's why Batman was so compelling. You know, he was a man. No matter how much technology, he was a dude, and he made mistakes, and he lost the person he loved. Superman is not capable of carrying that kind of story.
Honestly, I think that scene was really great. I know this is like super nostalgic. Hey, but this is the nostalgic podcast, so you know, nostalgia. This is the Chill Tech podcast. Whatever. I'm so tired. What time is it? 10:30. Golly. All right, so
it's 10:40. We're at the 2-hour mark here.
Yeah, you know, but I'm just saying, like, just in general, you know, that scene with Batman when he came and he had to choose between the commissioner. Not the commissioner. He had to choose between
Harvey Dent.
The DA and his woman, and he's just like, which is politically more, you know, better.
No, well, he chose her.
Like,
that's what's so beautiful is he chose her, and Joker knew he would, so he swapped it. Oh, dude, that's the whole story beat. When
I never caught that. It makes sense now, because I remember he was just like, you know, no. I remember Two-Face was like, no, you know. Why'd you come save me? Whatever, but I guess it makes sense.
Well, you know, I could be interpreting that wrong, but I definitely got the feel that
that would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense. Yeah.
He went to go save Dent, and he sent the cops to go save you know, his girlfriend, and that's, I mean, I didn't see where he was choosing her over Harvey Dent.
I gotta rewatch that. I just always felt that way when I watched it. Either way, it's a powerful scene.
And it could be perspective because, you know, that's the whole movie's pretty like. And here's the one thing I think people miss. All 3 films are a commentary on society as a whole. Just the divisions of society, the illusions of society, the idea that, you know, civilization and an upstanding citizen is a subjective term, because you have it where going from, in the 3rd movie, where society falls apart and you just have these civilian courts, in the 2nd movie where they place the lives of the 2 people and the 2 fairies one being the prisoner, and they're supposedly evil, and the other people who wanted to blow the prisoners up. So, it's the whole movies. All three movies are great.
Yeah. They're wonderful movies. They're wonderful movies.
And I feel like Nolan has grown too. Have you guys seen Interstellar?
I have.
No, I haven't. I haven't watched it yet. I bought it on
Oh my god, I don't want to say anything about it, Javon, because it's a total mind flip. There you go, Mr. Censoring what I say.
PG.
But that's Nolan, man, and you can see that he's really grown. He's always visually very good, but
isn't he involved? Isn't he involved in the production of Batman vs Superman, right?
If they're smart, he is.
Yeah, I think he is. So I mean, I know he was involved in Man of Steel, but he wasn't the director though.
No, he's the EP on that one. No, executive producer on that one.
Yeah. So I think he has a bigger role, more involved in this one. So I mean, like I said, it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be great, and Wonder Woman's gonna be in it, so that'd be kind of cool to see, bring some female power back in here. Dude, this has been an amazing podcast. This has been a long.
It's been fun, and we're gonna be. Adam, you just pulled out the Pro Cups, man. Those things look awesome. Oh, whatever those were, dude. You look like a helicopter pilot from Vietnam. Those are so cool.
These are old. These are ancient.
Those are so good. Oh, dude, I love old.
Here's what happened. See, right there, the plastic snapped.
Wow.
So I took some really dense, I took a soldering iron and I poked a bunch of holes in the plastic, both on the part that snapped and the part here. And I ran the soldering cable and reinforced it with some pieces of popsicle sticks, I guess. And just to keep them together. So these are pretty cool. I like these.
Dude, you're my kind of hacker, man. Make it work. That's why I like having old computers. And Linux, Jovan.
No, you're not allowed to use Linux anymore. Jamie did want to say earlier, and I forgot to ask her, but she will be on podcasts to come. She was great. Her internet was not so great, but she's an interesting person, that for you guys to check out. She has a Surface tablet, an iPad, and she's an Android phone. So she's very versatile in her tech game. So hopefully we can help her out her internet situation.
She wouldn't tell you this though, but she's a preternatural programmer. She's done 4 hours on Code Academy, and she got in 4 or 5 hours on Code Academy. She went where it took me 3 months to get. Yeah, and she doesn't realize it. She doesn't pay attention to it. But I'm trying to push her more because she's got that she's got the capability. She'll sit there for 4 hours on one line of code, trying to get it right, and I have to pull her away and be like, you need to work on something else. But she has the dedication to go through every line to find that bug. She's got.
We need a really cool chill tech app. What is the app we should make? What kind of app should we make? I think we should have a
soundboard.
I'm currently
soundboard.
Yeah, there's a wide open market ready for domination by an upsetter. I have 2 apps I'm working on right now, and I didn't tell you.
I know one of them, man. You keep that one quiet.
Yeah. I pitched that one and another one to this guy who I'm working with called the Hacker Tourist out in Oregon, and I don't know where it stands yet. But if that process goes ahead, you got a front row seat to it. Obviously, after you sign an NDA or whatever. But
right.
You know what I mean? So we can do that. But I think something to be important is it's and I know people are afraid of cloud now, but if you remember a year and a half ago, everybody was cloud this, cloud that, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That's where apps are right now. Everybody wants an app for this, that. So I think we should wait. And then if we do an app, we should call it Dratus. Did you ever watch Battlestar Galactica?
No, I'm a bad nerd. I know.
Dude, no, Dratus will be this app that shows you where your friends are, kind of, but it always gets it wrong, and then warns you right when they're on top of you. Any Battlestar Galactica fans watching will totally get the joke. Obviously, no one else does.
I know Ashley will. Ashley's a huge Battlestar Galactica fan.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
The show or the movie?
Well,
because there was the original movie from.
There's the original show. Yeah, the original show, and then the original movie,
right?
Which was a prequel, which I loved that movie. But the new one, the Sci-Fi Channel, it's Degrassi in space. I don't know if you ever watched Degrassi, but it's
a little bit.
So it's very addictive. No one watches a little bit of Degrassi.
You understand? You understand? I had cable for a little bit amount of time, so I watched Degrassi very briefly, and then I was just like, all right, never mind.
All right.
It's so addictive. It's so bad, but it's addictive. So we
Yeah.
gotta wrap up, right?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up here. I'm about to fall asleep on the keyboard. So, yo, I want to say first of all, thank you guys for coming out here out of your busy day and coming out doing this podcast. You know, we have more great content coming out. We have a very cool project coming out with Adam. If you guys like PC gaming and games in general, we have a really cool project. So stay tuned for that one. We should have an episode coming out. Sorry, I said too much already. We should have something coming out with you within the next week. Also, Matt's back. His computer's working again. So thank you, Matt, for coming out. Jamie's here. We have Carlo. We have Grant and Philip, who's selling the mattresses right now. He's doing great. So, hopefully we'll have everyone here. We almost had everyone here today, but hopefully we'll have everyone here for next week. We have a special podcast. I'm going to leave a link down below because I don't want to say too much. So I'm not sure how much I can actually say without having this podcast burned down. But we have a special Geek Out session with 2 other studios Tuesday at 10:30 p.m. April 14th. And also I want to thank the viewers for watching. You guys have been amazing. We've kept out roughly around 6 to 10 viewers. A lot of them dropped off after Jamie left. It's cool. We get it. We're not so pretty. I get. I try to be, but
speak
whatever.
for yourself. I am gorgeous.
Yeah, you are gorgeous. All right. So it's cool. But Matt,
Wait, before you wrap completely, could we do a round of plugs real quick? Because I know we talked about Snowden, and I just want to say to every Android user out there, all 4 of you, Text Secure. Look into Text Secure. It's done by Whisper Systems, Open Whisper Systems on the West Coast. They're amazing if you care about your personal privacy and your communication, or you just like sending dick pics to one person, not the whole internet. Please check out Text Secure. Sorry, dude, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to jump that.
Oh no, definitely. We'll drop that link in the bottom there. You can check out Text Secure. First of all, anyone who made it to the end of this video, man, you guys are round of applause. If you made it to the end, you get a round of applause because this was ridiculous. We promise. Going back to next week, we'll definitely go back to our normal 1 hour podcast, 1 hour 10 minutes, because this was ridiculous. But we're just excited to have everyone back here together. Max, where can people find you and your beautiful face on the internet?
ClassicSnoot.tumblr.com. You won't find a lot of my face, but you'll find a lot of my I do a lot of writing, and so I put up a lot of preliminary work and fragment work up there. And occasionally, whenever I get really angry at something on the internet, I'll do posts about that. And I'd say that's the best place to find what I'm doing right now. Yeah. So ClassicSnoot.tumblr.com.
All right, and Adam Gourvea, what can we find you at, buddy?
Well, let me correct your pronunciation of my last name.
I knew you were gonna do it.
It's Gourvea.
Gourvea. How do you spell it?
Gouveia.
Well, that's not hard at all, Javon.
What are you talking about? That's super hard. What do you mean it's not hard at all?
Wait a second. Is Gourvea, is that Portuguese? Or
Yes.
that's
My dad's Portuguese.
I knew it wasn't. See, everybody gets so used to speaking Spanish and finally learning how to read Spanish names, so you throw Portuguese at them and they just go to pieces. Like,
But it's not that difficult considering that Portuguese and Spanish are Romance languages.
oh no, dude, I love it, and honestly, I only speak a little Spanish, but I feel like I don't understand Portuguese, but I definitely get it a lot more than I do like French or German, like in terms of how alike it is in terms of how we speak. But the spelling is definitely very Brazilian or Portuguese, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, he's from a island off the coast of Africa. It's a colony that belongs to Portugal called Madeira.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Looking up now.
It's like off Morocco or somewhere.
Like in the Canaries?
It's south of the Canaries.
South of is that the Azores?
No, Azores is a little bit west.
Okay, word.
Madeira is Madeira.
QH3 Batman symbol.
But just real quick, I'm not as socially connected in terms of the platforms that I use because I just don't have the time to manage all that. For now, I'm just on Google Plus, which I hardly use, and Facebook because my girlfriend's on it. So that's really about it. And I'm starting to contemplate. What else am I gonna do? Maybe Twitter? I don't know. We'll see.
hey! If you do it.
I mean, but here's the thing. Twitter has feeds that I'm interested in. And
the news stuff.
The news stuff, there's feeds that are very up to date. Like, and there's things that you can follow from, like, Twitter feeds. Like, for instance, there was a Twitter feed that I was on somebody else's Twitter following from the war in Ukraine, and it was more up to date than the news channels that I was following. You know, like MSNBC, BBC, stuff like that.
Mhm.
So
BBC? Say nah. Just kidding.
Wow.
I don't know why. Hey,
Javon,
it's late.
Wow.
It's late.
that was amazing.
good plug there, Joanne.
All right.
Clearly, we've cut into somebody's recreational time.
I know,
Yeah,
right? BBC.
Oh, now you got the term.
I know.
I gotta say though, in terms of Twitter, signal to noise ratio is horrible. I know there's some really cool stuff out there, but I'm waiting for someone to collect that and then give it to me in a different platform, because 140 characters is not enough to actually talk about anything. In terms of live reporting though, absolutely, Twitter is amazing. But I only do the Tumblr because it's easier than WordPress, and I'm an idiot. Like, I don't have Facebook. I only have a G+ because my email. Like, I'm with you, Adam. I don't want to be socially connected to a bunch of people I don't want to hear from.
Yeah.
Because that's what Facebook was. Like, it was 150, 200 people that
I couldn't stand Facebook.
I wouldn't have talked to in real life. So.
Well, Google Plus is kind of that Twitter. With Twitter, you know, some communities, and there's some feeds in Google Plus that are really narrow and cater exactly to what you want. And the people involved in those feeds aren't necessarily. There are not many trolls on Twitter and Facebook on Google Plus. There's more real people, and they really care about, like, real people.
Because there's like 10 people on Google Plus.
Look at that troll face now.
I'm gonna say I am Google Plus's troll. They hired me. They're like, we need to be a legit social network, so we need trolls. Would you like to be the first? And I was like, no, sorry, I don't. I'm getting tired too.
It is late, man. It is late. So it's up to me now, I guess. Chill Tech. I don't know what I'm talking about. What am I talking about again? Okay, oh yeah, sorry. Wow, ADHD. Whoa.
How to find you on the
ADHD.
internet or at home.
Why was that so deep in my headphones? That was actually really.
No, it was
quality.
actually pretty overwhelming on me.
Yeah, right. Wow, that was really high quality. Oh wow. Okay, anyway.
It sounded like an ocean of clapping hands
I know,
coming
right?
up the beach.
You guys can go ahead and follow us at Chill Tech. Was it Chill? Oh, no, not yet. Sorry. The website will not be up until no. I was going to say the website. The ChillTech website, which is already the domain is already saved. It is chilltechstudio.com, but that domain will not be up until 2 months from now. We're still working on the website. But you can definitely follow us on Twitter at ChillTech Studios. Also at Google Plus at ChillTech, and you can find us on YouTube right now. Typing in ChillTech Podcast. Now, unfortunately, our YouTube handle is still Forever Javon. I'm sorry. We have to have over 100 active subscribers for a week for us to be able to change it. So go ahead and hit that.
Barbaric.
I don't know why, but you know, go ahead, guys, and subscribe so we can get to that point, so we can change everything, so we have a nice, you know, I won't say nice. I'll say more continuity. We need continuity within our name. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Also, we're gonna have a poll on Google Plus within the next coming week, whether you guys want us to be called just Chill Tech or Chill Tech Studio. So at least for the podcast league. So go ahead and you know, vote there, and you can do that by going to Chill Tech on Google Plus. Also, you can follow me personally, guys, on Google Plus at googleplus.com/user/Javon LeBlanc, or just googleplus.com/Javon LeBlanc. Either way, get to the same page. So follow us there. And again, guys, you know, we check us out for more gadget reviews, podcasts. We have gaming reviews. We have social news. I also have movie reviews. We have a movie project coming out too. So if you guys like that, the Fast and Furious 7, Phil will be doing a review on that coming up next week. So we'll see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to watch that tomorrow.
Let's also say if you want to see us talk about something, if you want to bring something up, leave a comment on the YouTube videos. Let us know what you want us to talk about, and we'll definitely find time for it.
You guys, well, listen, we don't care what you guys want to talk about. If it's super R-rated, we'll add it to our special podcast. But and we'll make sure
My Little Pony.
Yeah, right.
No ponies.
No ponies.
I won't do ponies. Otherwise, I'm totally down.
Yo, definitely, guys, don't forget to go ahead and give us a thumbs up if you like what we have here. If you don't like what we have here, give us a thumbs up anyway. And go ahead and subscribe, leave us a comment. We love you guys, and we hope you guys have a splendid night. If you're watching this in the morning, good morning. My name is Giovanna Blanc, and I'm your host, and we are Chill Tech, and this has been episode 5, code name Nostalgia.
You spelled nostalgia wrong, by the way.
Did I spell nostalgia wrong?
I think you put a U in there, or is that what
That's nostalgia wrong? You know what?
Not nostalgia. That's what I'm really
See what I mean? It's like